It's a Rick. Look at that. Hey, what's going on, party people? It's Dirty Pool, and we're here. We're like, as promised, with 100% more Rick. We're gonna play some pinball. We're gonna maybe get to Valinor. And more importantly, we're gonna grill Rick on exciting questions about pinball, Disney, the man, the legend. If you don't know, Rick is a Disney Imagineer. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
There you go. And yeah, he's
35 years.
35 years of Disney. Holy moly. Is it though? I guess so. We're gonna find out. Divisible Air is my sugar daddy. You know roller coasters to a certain degree.
Yep.
35 years. Can you imagine working someplace at 35 years? Divisible does.
It's fun. It's so much fun. I can't believe they pay me. Yeah.
So Rick, I think the most interesting thing that Rick does that I'm aware of is that Rick is essentially a spy. He's a theme park spy. So they send him out to China. What are some other countries you've been to?
All over Europe, Japan, everywhere north, any place north of the equator.
All right, so they send him north of the equator, and they have him ride other theme park rides and come back and report about it.
It's not a secret. It's just we're looking at what's happening in the industry. We look at what other companies are doing. Yeah, but what other rides. You know that they're looking at Disney.
But you don't pretend you're a spy.
As a guest. I'm just a guest.
You got like the mustache and the weird glasses.
I don't want them to know who I am because I get treated differently. I want to see how they're treating the guests.
That's true.
I want to see the real guest experience.
So what's your fly under the radar move? Do you dress like this?
This is. Yeah.
You worked on the most recent ride you worked on was Pirates of the Caribbean in China?
No. The most recent ride that I can tell you about was Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance?
Yes.
Oh, and he's got the Star Wars hat on.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Holy Lord, look at that. It's a passion. On a quest for fun. That's right, good grief. What's up? What's going on? What's up, Ruben? The YouTube people are here too. That's right. Look at this. We got Rick. Rick works in the theme park industry at Disney. And we're going to play some Lord of the Rings.
Excellent.
Take it away.
I get to go first?
Absolutely.
Did I mention that I don't like Lord of the Rings?
You mean the movie.
No, I love the movies.
You don't like the game? You said you don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it.
So how can you not like it?
Because I don't know anything about it.
Well, guess what? I'm your man to tell you everything about Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
it's on my list of games to own some days so I can figure the freaking thing out.
Would you like a crash course?
Yes. Give me the high level intro.
Okay. All right. High level intro. I'll stand on this side then, so it's easier to see me. So, the objective.
I can see you either side.
That's true. Yeah. So there's three main multi-balls in the game, and if you arrive at them but do not complete them, it will set up. Oh, right, we're back from ads. Hey, welcome. We finished the ads. That's great. So if you get to the multi-ball and you get to all three, you do not have to complete them. You light the center shot ring for Destroy the Ring, which is kind of like one of the minier wizard modes. Okay. In addition to that, if you visit all of the modes, which are listed on the back or above the ring there, you can use either flip or to cycle, which is important because when you flip, it's going to change what it is. Right. Mm-hmm. So if you get to all of those, then you get to there and back again, which is another small wizard mode.
Okay.
Your objective is either by getting super jackpots in the multi-balls or by completing those modes, you are awarded a piece of pie, gift to the elves. If you can fill up the pie, if you can get super jackpots in all three multi-balls, if you can visit every mode and do there and back again, and then destroy the ring, you go to Valinor, which is the hardest wizard mode in Pinball. Okay. Which is what I've been trying to do for a month, and these poor people have been watching me try to do it.
Roll it back to the beginning. How to get the multi-ball.
Okay, so each multi-ball has a different way to acquire it. Fellowship of the Ring, you just have to hit every shot, and each shot has a character assigned to it.
Are they lit up and you're trying to put them out?
Correct.
Okay.
So they will, the first time, they're blinking, and when you get them, they go solid. The second time, only certain ones are lit, and you have to get those first before you are allowed to move on to the other ones. So it gets harder to start the multi-balls the more you do them, except for one.
But they're all shot-based.
Oh, someone needs my attention. Dirty me, Doobie Disney, what's up? If Rick gets to Valinor first try, I'll pee my pants. Nez, if he does it, I'm going to pee my pants too.
Unlikely.
Yeah. What do you have to do? I know, Dirty. What are you guys even talking about? This is Rick. We established that. Rick. God. Anyways, 2 towers multi-ball. The in lanes, you spell keep. Every time
in lanes, you
spell keep.
Keep. Oh, yeah. Got it.
So every time it goes in there, it will light one, and you just keep cycling it. When all four are lit, the right ramp.
There's a lane change on it?
Yes. What games does Rick have? We'll get to that. Rick has an absolute boatload of games. You repaired pinball machines to get yourself through college like 200 years ago, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So.
And ended up with a collection. A couple of which I still have.
Including his TNG, which he said he was going to sell to me. Anyways, 2 towers. You spell keep, right ramp blocks the ball. You do that 3 times. That's that multi-ball. Return of the King is the upper play field up there. If you
But it doesn't tilt.
What's that?
It's just
It's just flat.
And if it's not level, it always goes down the same side.
Yes and no. There's rubbers on it, and the VUC kind of sends it out with
So it's the 1920s no flipper game.
Correct.
Where you're just going to nudge a little.
You can give it a little bit of a nudge to move it around, but there's 4 switches up there, and they correspond to the green lights. We have to dance now, apparently.
Just plunge.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll dance for you. You don't have to dance. Usually this is for when we're flowing, if you're having a really good game. Yeah. Anyways, there's 4 switches there. They correspond to the lights on the back glass. You can see the upper left one is blinking.
Yep.
That one's worth 500 souls. If it's solid lit, it's worth 250 souls. If it's not lit,
You've completely overrun my buffer of
you did
information.
most of it.
So
Anyways, you get up there by shooting the Orthanc, which is the tower, and that will start building souls to get to the 3rd one. That's all you have to do. Just
Okay.
kind of keep shooting it, and eventually you'll get up there.
Or if I just shoot at things that blink.
That'll work too. It is a
Okay.
Stern game.
All right.
So here we go. Let's do it.
Is there a skill shot?
There are 3 skill shots.
Blinky,
The one that you
changey
want-
light.
The one that you want is tower, and you want to plunge just enough to get it so that it kind of drips down into Orthanc, which will give you souls. That is the most
The
important.
three lanes.
No, that is the 1st skill shot, and you don't want that. That just increases your bonus multiplier. Not a big deal.
You want to get
go
it into the
further and go to that section there. You see where the blue tower is?
Yeah.
You want it to drip down just into that. There's a VUC there, and it shoots it up to there.
Otherwise, it'll just go past it on the
And
top.
that's the 3rd one. If you super plunge it, so basically it's short plunge, medium plunge, long plunge,
And
The long
timer.
plunge- No,
There's a timer. I was blinking, changing lights.
no, it cycles. You get a small bonus if you plunge it and it has the light, but you'll still get the skill shot no matter which one you get. So, a little too much. All right, we're back. Oh yeah, you gotta.
Hey.
Roller Coasters wants to know what games you have. Go down the list. Go.
I have my oldest game is probably 8-Ball Deluxe. I had it since I was in college. Going Around the Horn. Toy Story 4. Star Trek Next Generation. Indiana Jones. Pinball Adventure.
Nice.
And I have the Monster Bash remake.
I didn't know you picked up a Monster Bash remake.
It's a fabulous game. It's so gorgeous.
Chicago does a good job at their remakes,
Right.
for sure.
My most recent, actually second most recent game is a Chicago remake of Cactus Canyon. Cactus Canyon remake with the special edition topper on the top.
I'm staying hydrated. So you also have a cocktail. You have a cocktail cabinet.
I have a
game,
cocktail.
don't you?
Well, I only finished my list. I gotta finish going around the big room.
Rick's not used to talking and playing pinball.
I'm not used to talking and playing pinball. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. The newest game in the collection is Elton John Collector Edition, which is fantastic.
Probably JJP's best game, I would say.
It's fantastic.
Is
It's so
it
gorgeous.
Pat Waller? Who
I
designed
think it's crap.
Chat, who designed Elton John? I forget. Oh, we got an Illuminati.
No, it's a Steve Ritchie.
Oh, it's a Steve Ritchie game.
It's an autographed Steve Ritchie card on it. I hope he designed it.
I mean, I guess Stern must have had a falling out with him because he definitely pieced out. Ooh, hello. Secret Devil. Yeah, Roller Coasters is confirmed. He also thinks it's a Steve Ritchie game.
Well, it has a picture of Steve Ritchie wearing Elton John glasses in the card, on the apron card.
That would be weird if he didn't design the game and they
It
put a
would be
picture of
weird.
him wearing Elton John glasses.
That would be.
What's that?
We just started.
Yeah, we just started.
Ball one.
There's still space. You want?
Nice.
We still got
Want to add
time.
it?
Yeah, I'll do the.
All right, Illuminati lady going on too. Oh yeah, so this must be divisible error. He likes to play the save when there's a good save, but he does it when people drink. Because he's a monster. He left after Led Zeppelin. That makes a lot of sense because Led Zeppelin is not a good game. Like even remotely. You take 2, Mariah.
Okay.
Do it up. Do it up. Have either of you played Willy Wonka? I have not played Willy Wonka.
Wait, I really?
I had a couple games of it.
Yep.
I was tempted
No.
to get that because it was just like it's a game that my wife might play.
Interesting. Does she like Willy Wonka? Yeah.
She doesn't like most of the games I have. So
That's
there was
fair.
a chance.
What am I supposed to get? I'm getting D&D. I have a D&D coming.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. We got supposedly.
Your first game in a box?
No, Jurassic Park and Godzilla were new boxes. So this is technically number 3. Anyways.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. What up, A10? I know who you are. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for chiming in, man. I appreciate it. A10 makes pretty amazing artwork, and at some point, I might have him on the stream if he will grace us with his presence. Hopefully not real Satan, but like the person behind the artwork. Thank you for chiming in, my dude. Welcome. Mariah's trying to play pinball. Emphasis on trying.
Yep. Go up the fucking ramp! No!
Unfortunately, it is not Dave Grohl. Although part of me wants to believe that Dave Grohl likes pinball because they made a Foo Fighters game. So you would assume so, right? You would think. Maybe, right? All right.
Would you like more?
Sure.
I will also
I have
take.
time. You
I will
guys play.
also take some.
You guys play a lot longer.
Oh, I don't have my gloves. I gotta put my gloves on. Did the Primus pinball ever get released? I do not know. Although I will say, on fresh off the rumor mill, now. Fucker. So if you hear the left hand up, right hand down, Cult Cat, come on, you got to do the thing. You got it's left hand up, right hand down, and then you put kitty cat ears. It's just part of the thing. Yeah, you got to try. Rick doesn't know. You got to, guys. You got to brief him on the whole process of Cult Cat. Oh fuck me. These are what our slow-mos look like. Not a good thing. If it was.
All right, oh, continuing the list of games I own.
Yes,
Those are the games that are in the official arcade inside the house.
that's right.
And then
If you don't know what Rick's house looks like inside, which would be weird if you did,
yeah, it would be weird.
Yeah.
You know it. It is weird, by the way.
Rick has an upstairs, which is the most cumbersome, awful stairs that you could ever design to have pinball machines up. It takes 5 people, a crane, a priest.
It's a stair with a U-turn in the middle, halfway up.
Thank you.
Which is the absolute worst thing to try and get a pinball machine up.
Yeah, who puts a 90-degree turn in their stairs
No,
and
it's a
then
180-degree turn.
and then puts pinball machines up there? What are
Right.
you doing? You're crazy.
Yeah, it was a good house. It's a nice house. And it had the loft. They had the lovely area upstairs at the top of the stairs. It's like this lovely room. It's like, this could be the arcade. You know?
And it is.
And
it
it
just
is.
requires
And it's
a lot
awesome.
of work.
It's awesome.
Rick is somewhat YouTube famous also for doing light shows everywhere. You turn your house into a animatronic monster light show.
Yes. Christmas lights. We've
Not
done
just Christmas. What holidays have you done?
we had Christmas and Halloween. We got over 5 million hits on one of them, I think. It was we did a Guitar Hero version of where you actually play Guitar Hero in the Christmas lights on the house.
That's pretty awesome. Good Grief says that you're going to take down my grand champion. Hey, to be fair, since many of my games actually come from Rick, as he decides to get rid of them since his house cannot fit infinite pinball machines, normally I'm the one GCing his games. Although I haven't done it on Ghostbusters yet because Rick played with a center post and I removed it
Yeah.
because I'm not a huge pussy.
Thank you. I never said I didn't suck. Yeah, but I'm ahead of you right now, so you know.
Hey. Yep. They are used to watching me suck playing pinball on the rig. Yoda Bong Rip masturbates to my streams. That's awesome, man. I'm glad. That's weird because I masturbate thinking about you thinking about watching my streams. So really, we're kind of masturbating to each other. Yeah, Rick does
Took your
rock.
glass away. The other Illuminati took your glass away.
What the fuck are you doing?
You know the schedule program for
Don't be a thief, man. Don't be a
I
thief.
just brought hydration, not alcohol.
Yeah. So Rick, we've had a number of ideas here on the channel. One of which, probably the best one, is times are tough during the pandemic, right? So we kind of came up with the idea of only rings, which is and only pins, which are the both first stop points that you want to go to get all your pinball sexual needs taken care of. Or Lord of the Rings, if it's
But it's just focusing on their. Oh shit! Oh my bad.
If you throw shit on my computer, I'm gonna end you.
I didn't do that.
I will end you, woman.
What? That was you. You knocked
Yeah.
my hand down.
Also, last stream we did talk about which of the Fellowship of the Ring that we would have intercourse with from start to finish.
What?
Which I'm not going to ask you to follow up on. I will say that I picked Gimli first because I think that dwarf is down for anything.
I will say that you outed me as a Disney person, which limits our conversational topics.
That's true. Rick can't get fired by talking about having sex with hobbits, so we're going to have to move on from that one. Anyways, Mariah, you're up. Get over here. Have any of you made love over a pinball machine? Absolutely. If you don't own a pinball machine and you haven't made love on top of it, what are you doing with your life? What am I? I'm the flat one, right? Rick is the...
I'm the tall one.
Yeah. That
I'm
makes
tall.
sense.
Be tall and tall. Demonic.
It is a 3-player game. Ready? It
I
is
thought
not ball one.
that. Yeah, I
I'm
thought
sorry.
so.
Divisible Error, the channel Sugar Daddy, says that his wife thanks you for your service. I'm assuming that means that she's a roller coaster fan of Disney
Or, yeah.
and not whatever the alternative of that could be. But who knows? Roller coaster said he said voyage number 1. You know what that means?
Voyage number 1. Voyage number 1.
I need to be shorter to play better.
Voyage is number 1. Yes, that is correct. The best wood roller coaster in the world.
Okay.
Voyage at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana.
Santa Claus, Indiana.
Yep.
All right, so
It's
is
a
that
fantastic, intense roller coaster where it is not uncommon to see the train come back in the station and somebody not get up right away.
Wow.
They're amazed that they survived.
I mean, is there too much rickety rackety? Like, is there such thing as too much like turbulence in a ride?
No. Well, yes, there is. I mean, turbulence, no. Pain, yes.
Okay.
So Voyage is on the verge of pain, but it's not painful. But there's so much happening during the ride that your brain can't comprehend it all.
Okay.
It is just a fire hose of stuff happening through the entire range of the ride.
Which Disney ride do you think is too much overload? Or are you not allowed to talk on?
I don't think there are any Disney rides that are too much over.
Okay, right on.
They're all designed for the family and everybody to enjoy and have fun.
Sure. That does sound like Disney. Do you think that that Voyage number 1 is the best roller coaster
I don't
in the
think
world?
Disney is ever going to build a ride like Voyage.
Okay. Because it's made of wood and not safe, or?
No, because it's too intense and it's
Gotcha.
not for everybody. I've seen people get off the ride like crying inconsolably. Seriously, I got pictures.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wood is
that's
safe,
a good
yeah.
ride, by the
Hey,
way.
I'm not an engineer. I don't know. I assume wood is safe.
Wood is totally safe.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you shouldn't be in this house.
that's true. That's true.
And or playing pinball because that's made of wood.
Much of it, yeah.
Oh, that was lame.
Invisible says that Disney owns much of her soul. He just gets the leftovers. You just played my ball.
Oh,
You're
did I?
DQ'd. What the hell, Rick?
Okay, you take mine.
Okay. Hey, look, I'm in the lead all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Fantastic. This worked out.
Here's one chance to win.
We should at least get to a multi-ball, which is right now. So you would hit every shot. So hitting the left orbit starts the multi-ball.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, and in this multi-ball, you have to hit the Balrog's tummy, and then you have to hit either ramp to get somebody over the bridge. Hopefully, like I will show you in just a second. There we go. Then it plays that cool sound, and you have to do it again, and you have to do it again, and you have to do it again. You have to do it 8 times in order to get a super jackpot, which is one of the requirements for getting to Valinor. It's a lot of chopping wood. There's 2. During all of the modes, you can light Palantir, which is this stand-up right there, by hitting the left orbit. Once the stand-up is lit, usually every multi-ball, you can use it to add a ball. I've already used it for this particular run.
Okay, what is the shot you're hitting that's making the big noise?
Damn it, Balrog in the center.
Oh, Balrog in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you hit it in the center, it's lit red.
To watch.
You hit it in the center, it's lit red, and then it lights both of the ramps, and you can hit either of them, and then it relights the center shot for you.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you're fighting the Balrog, and then somebody jumps over the bridge. A lot of the modes are themed from moments in the movie, which is really neat. Some subtle stuff too. Like for example, Ward Battle, it lights the left ramp, and if you remember in the movie, there's one ward that comes over the hill, and they kill it, and then all of a sudden, a million wargs come over the hills in all different directions. Wargs, little dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
So once you get the one on the left, it lights all the shots just like that. And then similar for, you're a little late on the brick. Man, come on. Like 20 minutes too late. Oh man, I've got to catch up on chat. Anyways, another interesting one that's themed after the, Mariah, you're up, by the way. She can't hear shit. Another one that's themed after it is the Gandalf for Sauron fight. So you kind of alternate you hit either of the ramps left and right, and the old men fight back and forth. And then you shoot the Orthanc, which sends him up to the ceiling, and then you have to hit a butterfly shot that moves back and forth.
So the far left orbit is actually left ramp shot?
No, it's split in the middle. So you see that,
second
correct.
shot.
Yeah, so the far left one is Palantir, and the one just to the right of that is a ramp.
Started
To get Rick's attention. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got going on here.
66 times.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. More than me.
That is an insane amount. Wait, is that because you wanted to, Satan, or is that because your significant other did? I didn't realize that you were such a Disney person. That's pretty cool. What's your dream theme for a homebrew? Roller Coaster wants to know. It's a good question.
I have a homebrew in progress.
What?
But that's the cocktail table.
Ah.
I have a Spectra 4 cocktail table, which it's going to continue to be Spectra 4, but it's going to be all new software and all new light show and all new rules and all new everything.
Oh, okay.
But still in a cocktail table that rotates around for clarity.
Sure.
I don't know when I'm going to have time to do this project, but I have some of the pieces already acquired.
So, if you've never seen a cocktail pinball machine, there's only like 4 or 5.
What does that mean, cocktail pinball machine?
It's imagine a cocktail table, but it's a pinball machine.
Right. If you turned a coffee table into a pinball machine, that's essentially what it is.
4 people sitting around a little cocktail table,
Oh.
and down inside, underneath the glass is a pinball machine.
Which really is like, it's just asking for you to put your drink on, which sounds like a really terrible idea.
It's a wonderful thing to do. It's
We have
solid
a
glass.
mini pinball machine.
We do.
Solid,
Does that count?
yeah, it's good. It's solid glass from edge to edge. But the Spectra 4 actually rotates around. The pinball machine is in a tub underneath, and you can shove it around. So you don't have to
Change seats. You can rotate the play field.
It rotates around from player to player.
Is it? It's not Bally. Who made it?
Valley.
Oh, Valley with a B. Or B with
Valley,
a-
who makes pool tables. The Valley coin-operated pool tables.
Really?
Really good pool tables from if you ever played a pool table in a bar or something.
Sure, it's probably them. And they
this
made a
pinball
cocktail
machine-
game? Weird.
And this pinball machine is made like a pool table. It has legs that are about the size of a pool table leg. And it's
cool.
super solid.
I mean, to be fair,
awesome.
most pinball machines are built like tanks. I mean, the Chicago gaming ones, absolutely. I feel like I could throw a Chicago remake
Yeah.
through a wall and the wall would be toast.
They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Of the
Sector 4?
Probably.
I can pull one
Probably.
up, put it on
Yeah, I
stream.
want to see that.
Here, we'll if you haven't seen a cocktail pin, I'll put it on stream right now. No, but you're playing ball 3
I'm playing
now.
3, that's
yeah,
okay.
you've been demoted.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good that you're winning.
Roller Coasters wants to know if you can say a favorite part of a ride you designed that was your idea.
Hurry, it all ends Wednesday.
Also, every time but you need to pay attention for the brick because they're using that as a way to get your attention to answer questions.
Because Rick and Brick.
That's correct.
They go together.
Yeah.
Of course.
Someone thought they were really funny. Spoilers, it's divisible error.
But my name does not have a K.
It's okay, they don't need it.
Okay.
Do you want to tell that story? That's pretty good. Can I tell that story?
Go ahead.
Okay. Rick got rid of the K in his name officially, paid for it so that his name would be 3 letters so that he could put in his initials and have it be his full name in pinball and other arcade games. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
There you go. You heard it here.
That is correct. And my wife is named Mia for the same reason.
Wait, really?
And my 2 kids are Kai and Zach, both 3-letter names.
That's right.
And for a while, I was driving a Honda Fit.
Why the car, man? I get the family name.
Because pinball machines fit.
That's fair.
Yeah, ask Carl about that.
That's
Carl had a Honda Fit,
awesome.
and his license plate of his Honda Fit was Pins Fit.
That's hilarious.
And it's absolutely nice. He said, no, absolutely true. And he showed me pictures like, oh, damn. Okay, I had to get one. So,
I mean, I can confirm that a Mazda CX-5 cannot fit a pinball machine.
that is we are in the market for a new game. You know, the family has to have at least one car that can move pinball machines. And we currently, in our family, have a Subaru Forester, which is fabulous for moving games. But it's getting old. It is so old, it has a CD player. And so we're kind of in the market for something new. Name a part of a ride that I designed or thought up.
I think your favorite one that you designed.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but I'd say
You'll understand this later, Rick.
Uh-oh.
Put Keanu's face over you, but I put a picture of a cocktail pinball machine up.
good.
I don't think the one that you're talking about, but one in general. Divisible says, "Boy, you got really sexy."
Distracted.
I'm sorry. I should explain this. So I put the Raven backlight. We were having a conversation about Raven.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I love that he says, "Oh my God," immediately after that.
Not a Raven fan.
Yeah, no, nobody's a Raven fan because that game is absolute horseshit.
That is not the game that I have, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Which one is it? Over here.
Spectre 4.
All right. Hold on.
It's the rarest of all of them.
What is this run about?
Yeah, there it is.
One.
That's it. So
There
that
it is. There we go. This is the actual game that Rick owns.
it's not the actual game that I recommend, but it is the picture of the model. Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh my word, that's huge.
So in the there's a tub underneath there that rotates around, and you see those legs on it? They look like pool table legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're made by Valley, the pool table company.
Oh, wow.
So
How?
a friend of mine at work. I'm sorry.
Is it like a coffee table size?
Yeah, it's essentially coffee table height. Yeah.
Put your drink on it. But a friend of mine at work had this thing for years and was never able to make it work and gave it to me. And I had it for years, and I fought and fought and fought with the thing to make it work. I finally got it working.
No kidding. What was the component that was broken on it?
I'm not entirely sure. I managed to get it running for like 5 minutes and played it twice and realized that it really sucks.
Is it worse than Raven?
It's worse than Raven.
Whoa!
Worse than Raven.
You heard it here. Spectre 4, worse than Raven.
Yeah, no, it's a very cool form factor. It's like 1970, 79, I think, 78, somewhere around there.
How does it
It's really old.
I mean,
Anyway,
It works.
so I think
Whoa.
my guess is that the Valley Pool Table Company didn't know how to design a computer, and they outsourced it to somebody. So like the light bulbs in this thing are like 16-volt light bulbs or something weird.
Oh wow!
And so you put a regular light bulb in there and it just
Yeah.
immediately blows up. Yeah, other fun things with this game. Anyway, so after fighting with this thing for ages, my goal is to replace the computer with a brand new computer, make it into a total homebrew project. It's going to be Cobra pin based.
What is Cobra one of the platforms?
Cobra is these super cool homebrew pinball boards. It's the cheapest way you can make a homebrew pinball.
I'm curious is Swizzlefish here? Let's see who's here.
can you send that to me so I can mask
Raven?
it out?
So you can mask it out
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I appreciate that. My wife's a retoucher, and she wants to currently cut out this pinball machine so that it looks good on our stream, which I appreciate.
Good.
You can make her.
So I don't think
Make her, like, cooking or something.
Swizzle's not here to talk about his homebrew setup because Rick owns one of the P2. Yeah, you didn't get around to that game. You
What?
own the P2000 bullshit.
Oh, Pinball 2000. Yeah. What?
Here, Mariah, play pinball while we talk. Or Rick. Somebody.
Oh, it's
Put
ball
4
one.
on. Let's
Wait,
do it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Put 4. I'm gonna sneak in here. Oh.
Four?
Oh, okay. Yes, that's it.
All right.
I'm gonna be
I'm
player
good.
4 and do a couple images for work, and then I'll watch them for.
Sounds good.
I love the Pinball 2000. I'm working. I have a bunch of projecty things that I want to do with my Revenge from Mars.
What is one of those? By the way, I don't. You probably don't have to ask this, but I'm more than happy to help you get sound and music assets for your homebrew that you're never going to do.
Excellent.
Which I
I
can confidently say that because if you're not going to work on it, then it's easy.
No, I'm definitely going to do it. No, I'm absolutely going to do it.
God damn it!
Yeah, no, it's Spectre 4, and the artwork is very Peter Max.
Oh, we got another Illuminati here. We got Sid hanging out, so we got
Okay.
4 right now.
Okay. So the goal of the game is it's all going to be color based. And so you're going to try and like light red, and then red things will change red, and you're kind of in the red mode, and you're trying to complete the red task. But you can also get green and blue going at the same time.
Cool. There's another game that has a color system similar to that I just played recently and I hate.
What?
Because it kicked my ass.
What?
Time Machine.
I know Time Machine. I don't remember the colors. I remember it being very bland in color.
So there's three.
I remember white being the predominant color in Time Machine.
There's drop targets, and you have to hit all the red ones in order to get to the first year block. Then you have to hit all the yellow ones to get to the second year set, 80s and their 70s, and then you have to.
Like a Bally Spectrum?
No, but who had one?
That's a good
Dance
name.
Friend. The guy.
It's nothing but saucers. It's really cheap and easy to build, right? It's the same boards as everything else.
True.
Just, all you need is a bunch of saucers and you can have Spectrum.
Saucers galore.
Yeah.
Just sauce it up. I always get Spectrum and Black Hole had the similar like back glass, right? Didn't they have like a double layer like back glass scenario? Oh, right. Thank you, Divisible. You're right. I bruised my bone at one point, and now I have found the best pinball gloves possible.
Oh, really?
And now I use these, and I love them.
How does it help?
Well, there's excellent padding where it needs to be, so when I hit the side of it, it doesn't hurt my heel of my palm.
And there's not
just
hitting the
enough grip.
side. Why don't you try not hitting the game?
This game needs to be beat. This game knows it's a bad girl. Naughty little Frodo. You heard it. Yeah, plus they look cool. Thank you. I don't actually think they look cool, but I'm doing it for therapeutic purposes. Yeah, what else? Here's another question, Rick. How many pinball machines do you own? Because you haven't talked about Next Generation yet. I know there's a number of pins.
You mentioned that I had it.
I mean, kind of. Does that count?
There are currently 17 pinball machines in my house. Not all of them belong to me.
That's true. By the way, Rick repairs pinball machines, and also he doesn't mind if you text him at weird hours of the day, even in the middle of the night, to ask him how to repair certain things on your game. So go ahead and text Rick whenever you want and ask him how to repair your pinball machine. He's happy to tell you.
Jeff thinks that I have unlimited 24-hour pinball tech support.
That's right. That's right. He does. You heard him say it right now. I think I accidentally increased the volume of the game. Let's turn it down.
You had the
touch.
gloves on right then.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have been able to do that without the gloves. Just saying. There you go. That's Rick's number. Thank you for stopping by, Satan. I appreciate it. As always, the Dark Lord himself, representing the Cult of Pinball. There we go. Yeah, so go ahead and text Rick if you have any pinball questions. That's the one to do. So, funny story about that. Do you know what Nudge magazine is?
No.
So there's a pinball magazine called Nudge by a guy named Ian. Excellent man. Excellent pinball magazine. Definitely check that out. In the first issue of it, or one of the first issues of it, he included a phone number on it that said if you need pinball help, like if you're just having a hard time, give it a call. And I was watching a stream of these Montana brewery guy who had a Nudge shirt and told a story about how he was having a bad day playing pin and just gave the number a call. And I guess he had like a half an hour conversation with this guy, and Ian was just like, yeah, just take a break, come back to the game later. He did it was like literally like a suicide hotline for pinball. How great is that?
Counseling. Counseling.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna call you out by name. Yes. So Paul may be on the stream, and I hope he is. He's going to be whether he wants to or not. Yeah, an amazing artist. That's a conversation for another time when Paul's actually on, because right now everything's about Rick. What's up, Destructive? Look at this. We got a Rick. He's right here. Yeah. All right, let's get elf rings. Another cool thing, if you combo the shot, it gives you a substantially amount more rings than you want. No, so there are another element of this game is there are 3 different ring types. There are the white rings, the yellow rings, and the red rings, or orange rings. The white ones start mode, so you need to have 3 elf rings in order to start the next mode. Whereas, I'm going to trap up because I don't care about this mode. So if you get 3 elf rings, you can shoot the center shot to start a mode. if you get, 7? If you get 7 dwarf rings, you can shoot the Shire over here, and it gives you a mystery that's relevant to what you're doing in the game. So it will help you out usually with what you need.
Okay, so what you're saying is that when you want to talk about playing pinball, you need to catch the ball.
True. I'm pretty good at talking while I play pinball. Ask them. Although they're all a bunch of trolls right now, so they probably won't. Anyways, then man rings are the most important. Man rings are really big business. Man rings lights the cave shot, which is the one right to the right of the Palantir target, and it starts a 2-ball multi-ball where you can continue all progress in the game. So you can start modes, you can do anything you want.
Okay.
And it is much easier to get through modes that have short timers, all that stuff with it. So collecting man rings is where it's at. Get you some man. So yeah, since we see, it's the gloves, man.
We weren't doing that when you had the gloves.
But if you hit one of the shots, like here I hit the white one. Do you see how they're all lit white right now?
Yeah.
If you hit another shot, it gives you that ring plus an additional
For a
ring.
combo.
Correct. So the more you combo, the more rings you get. So you can actually fill your man rings up in about 3 or 4 shots if you are comboing it successfully. In addition, there's a little hidden target over there that will give you a random ring. So, not a good thing to shoot for. Kind of a high risk shot. All right. Additionally, if you do not have all the elf rings, a center shot will spot you a ring. So you can always get a white ring by hitting it up the
That's how
middle.
I was making progress before.
There you go.
That same shot a lot.
Did you answer roller coaster on what your favorite thing you've designed in a ride is?
How about the
Is it going to be the
hologram
Indiana
at the beginning-
Jones?
hologram at the beginning of Rise of Resistance?
Oh, did you hear that? He did the hologram in the beginning of Rise of the Resistance. That's cool.
Well, the whole scene.
I have never gotten to see that because I have not waited 2.5 hours to go on a Disney ride.
We should go sometime.
I would love to. I've heard it's amazing. Pretty much everybody says that the Star Wars world and the Star Wars stuff is some of the best stuff going on at Disney. Which I'm assuming you would agree with since you worked on it.
I would agree. And even if I didn't work on it, I would agree.
There you go.
The project was progressing along and there was no hologram anywhere in Galaxy's Edge. I said, how can you have a Star Wars land without a hologram? Holograms are an integral part of all the stories and all the movies.
Absolutely.
And so it was my quest to figure out how to get a hologram into the world of Galaxy's Edge.
Can you talk about the technology behind it? No,
It's a real
okay.
hologram.
Cool.
Totally works.
All right, let's do Ents. Oh, let's not. There we go. We're gonna do Shelob instead. Oh well. Yeah, free for all. Fire off. If you have any questions about Disney or Disney rides, man, Rick is here to tell you that he probably can't talk about it, but maybe he can. If it's something he can talk about, bing, there you go. Okay. Shelob is, so obviously all the modes have different objectives. Shelob is one of the easier ones because the timer isn't like the regular timer. As soon as you make a shot, it resets the timer. So Shelob, there's 3 shots on the left, and then as soon as you make one of them, damn it.
Hurry, it all ends Wednesday.
He was doing the get your attention, Rick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite princess?
Oh, good question. Hey, what's up, Melody? Melody is part of our pinball league, and she is clearly spying, and she wants to know, if you don't know, and you're just joining the stream, because there are a bunch of people that are here now, we're playing with Rick. Rick is a Disney Imagineer. He's a friend of mine. He accepts pinball texts at all hours to figure out how to fix broken games when you don't know how to do it.
Only from you.
You can text Rick anytime you want, and he will answer you, even at 2 a.m. when you're trying to wonder why your Twilight Zone's not working. But it's okay because you bought your Twilight Zone from Rick, and that means Rick is responsible for answering all of your questions at all hours.
Infinite warranty.
Anyways, yeah. What's your favorite Disney princess?
I would say Moana.
Oh, Moana. Excellent choice.
Yeah.
All right.
I think she's spunky.
There you go. She's spunky.
Not to be stopped. Has a great sense of humor. And she subdued Maui, so that's impressive.
That's an impressive feat. That's true. I know that Stitch, you would probably pick.
That's art. Okay. Ariel?
Oh, wow. She's going with Ariel.
Ariel's not a princess.
And Melody wants to know what your favorite roller coaster is.
My favorite roller coaster is Terron at Phantasialand in Germany.
Wow.
Which is
What's special about it? Tehran and I
Tehran,
didn't even know that there was a
Tehran,
Germany.
There's a bunch of great parks in Germany.
How am I supposed to know that? It's not my job. Like you, where it is your job.
Tangentially. Tehran is like is a lot like Voyage, where it's brain overload. Stuff is happening so fast you can't take it all in, but it's smooth and it's steel. And it has multiple launches.
I'm sold
just
already.
Screaming, and they built a whole land around it that's like Viking and rockwork and Iceland, and it's like rocks and Viking structures all around this roller coaster on all sides. So every corner, you're missing the top of a building, or missing a rock, or diving underneath a building, and it's just complete insanity. And then halfway through the ride, you get a bigger launch that you can hear over the entire park. Whoa! As the thing rockets up to 70 miles an hour, and it does the whole other loop around the land. It's amazing.
Okay. I want to go to Germany. If you're not sold on that, holy shit, because I want to go to Germany right now, and ride that. All right, who's 3?
The closest thing in the U.S. to that, probably Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure
Okay,
in Florida. The first half of that ride is kind of like Tehran. Second half of the ride is not.
go for
Good.
it. So do you think the best rides are overseas?
I don't know that that's a fair thing to say. There
Okay.
are good rides in the U.S. There are fantastic rides in the U.S.
Hi, Illuminati.
What your favorite ride was here?
In the United States.
Yeah.
Roller coaster says Velocicoaster rules.
Velocicoaster is awesome. First half of Velocicoaster is awesome.
That's a pretty good idea, roller coasters. I have 2 slip discs, so I don't know if I'm going to be riding Velocicoaster, but
I am somewhat damaged from my trip to China.
Melanie wants to know when the doors on Indiana Jones will be fixed and the ice machine.
Doors and the ice machine.
I don't get that.
No and no.
What? How do you know that?
Because I know these things.
He says no and no. What does that even mean?
Well, the doors have the scene has been remodeled into a new scene that doesn't involve the doors.
this is Disney stuff.
Disney
That's
stuff.
why I don't know. Okay,
It's talking about Indiana Jones.
gotcha. In regards to Star Wars, which is Rick's favorite trilogy? OG trilogy, prequel, or sequel? Sorry, Ness, we're just getting around to your question. So which trilogy do you prefer? If you pick the Jar Jar Binks one, you're out. Get the fuck out.
I do not.
All right, good.
I would pick the original.
All right, you heard it, Ness. You picked the original.
Okay, I will age myself and tell you that when the original Star Wars came out, I saw it in the theater 11 times.
Wow.
Wow.
I loved it.
That's about as many times as I've seen The Matrix, but that wasn't because I wanted to see it that many times.
The other informational factor to that is that my leg was broken. I had a full leg cast on. There was nothing else for me to do the entire summer.
You might as well watch Star Wars 11 times. Like, that's the deal.
3 times.
Yeah.
When did you fit? Like at what age?
17.
Yeah, so you had to have been.
I rode Space
about
Mountain
6'3".
with my leg in a full cast. That was the year Space Mountain opened at Disneyland. I rode
Wow,
it.
how do you even
4
keep
times.
straight?
Melody says thank you for fixing the cannons on Rise of the Resistance, by the way.
I had nothing to do with it, but yes.
I'm aligning the machine. Which I shouldn't be doing because I got slipped disc.
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah. The guns are amazing.
Tell Rick I like his Not Pepper's Ghost hologram.
Not Pepper's Ghost hologram. Like talking about the.
Hi, sweetie.
Are you talking about how you think the hologram was done at the beginning of Rise of Resistance? Yeah, cannons are awesome. I think it's more than 4 million lines of code on Rise of Resistance.
Oh, I didn't mean
There's probably
to.
4 million lines of code on just like one scene.
All right, I gotta say goodnight anyway.
It is by far the most complicated attraction ever attempted in the history of the universe.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it has 6 rides in it.
Wow.
It's me, is it you?
6 rides in Rise of
Who
Resistance.
was first?
I forget. Chat, who was first?
It was me.
Okay,
it was Rick.
take it away, Rick. 4 million lines of code or no on Rise of the Resistance?
He said,
That's a lot of
Okay,
code.
what am I doing? I
It's
got the
nothing.
skill
It just
shot.
pops up, and then you can jiggle the machine if you want. There you go.
I don't know what I'm trying to shoot for. They're all just sitting there dead numbers.
So look at the green lights behind it on the back glass, just above it.
Oh,
They dictate which of those switches are high value. Every time you hit a nice save, we'll save that one. Every time you hit a target, any of the stand-ups, it will increase the value of one of the souls lights. So if you hit...
Oh, the 4 lights back there.
Correct. And each one of those lights corresponds to one of the numbers of the roller switches there. So the upper left one is 1, the upper right one is 2, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if you spot a ring, you hit Palantir, you hit the Shire target, any of these will increase the value of those. And every time you hit a pop bumper, it cycles
And you
the lights.
collect them by going down the path?
Correct.
Okay.
So right now, if you hit 1 and 4, you would get 1,000 souls, 500 for each.
I do not have a Midwest trip planned this summer, but I'm planning to go to Europe.
Oh.
A bunch of new stuff in Europe that I have not seen yet.
Oh, really? What are the top 2 things in Europe that are going on right now that you're like, oh, we got to go there?
Tautay at Parc Asterix.
Where's that? Parc
It's
Asterix.
not near Paris. Not far from Disneyland Paris.
There you go.
It's the French park based on the Asterix comics.
Sure.
Very popular in France.
There you go.
That's the only one that's springing to my head right now. I've got it's all in my computer. I search and sort and find, and I don't have to keep it in my head because it's in the computer.
That's true. It's a good thing. If you need to put something down on a computer, then you don't have to remember it. Are you going to Europa Park for Voltron? Dude, roller
have
coasters.
ridden
How much?
Voltron.
You know so much
I
about
have
roller
ridden
coasters. It's
Voltron.
ridiculous.
I rode Voltron before it opened.
As like a sneak peek viewing?
It was a weird set of circumstances. I was in the area last April with Disney people who ended up at the park getting a tour of the park hosted by the Mac family, because the Mac family make rides that they sell to other people, including Disney. Disney has bought Mac rides in the past. And so we were being hosted as like potential customers, being escorted around the park, putting us on anything we wanted to ride, which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And
it's like
it was
royalty.
the day we were there was the day they were doing the employee preview for Voltron, their brand new Striker roller coaster.
Okay. What is a Striker roller coaster?
It's a new thing from Mac that has 4 people in a row with seats that stick out on the sides, launches forward, launches backwards, launches up, launches down, goes upside down.
Fuck that.
Has turntables and switch tracks. Anyway.
Hey, it's Swizzlefish. Speaking of, we were just talking about you.
It's all... it's themed to Croatia. All the different areas of Europa Park are themed to different areas of Europe.
Okay.
And so it's Croatia, and it's Nikola Tesla.
Oh.
So it's Tesla has built this machine, and it's Tesla's electrical plant. The Q line has, you'd love this part.
That sounds awesome.
The Q has an animatronic Nikola Tesla who's like in the middle of all these electrical experiments. The Q zigzags through a room with Tesla coils on the ceiling of the room.
Awesome. Like real Tesla coils?
Real Tesla coils that put out like 5-foot sparks. And there's this big old heavy theme to the ride that's playing. Da, da, da. And occasionally the Tesla coils come on and play the notes of the theme at the appropriate time.
Yo, cool.
They're musical Tesla coils.
Oh, that's amazing. I have seen someone do that online before, and I will say that the pitch is not perfect.
No, it
pitch.
isn't.
It's more like
It's not that the bear dances well, but that the bear dances at all.
dancing at all. Yeah.
The fact that the Tesla coil is playing some music is more important than the fact that it sounds awesome.
Okay. I mean, that is pretty amazing, no matter how you cut it.
Sorry, what does it sound like again?
Nobody
okay.
likes that sound.
All right, well, let me finish my Voltron story.
But I'm going to scream in slow motion.
No, okay, go ahead.
Oh, good Lord, I'm an idiot. Anyways, rest of your Voltron
so
story.
So we were at the park the day of the cast preview. The cast members of the park were going to get to ride Voltron for the first time. And it's like they were going to try and sneak us in so we could get to ride it too, along with the cast.
So you're pretending to be an employee at this point.
Well, we're going to get snuck in.
Awesome.
But then the park also has a new restaurant called Eat Trenolin, which is a ride and a restaurant. You actually get in a little ride vehicle and you ride around from room to room and scene to scene, and they bring food out.
You're like,
No, it's not a thrill
I'm a
ride.
little late to this. Where is
Europa
Can you
Park
booze me?
in Rust, Germany. Southern Germany.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take it. Who cares if it's not mine or not?
So Eat Trenolin. Anyway,
Damn it, Swizzle
we had
fish.
reservations at Eat Trenolin. And so in order, but the opening of Voltron was getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And finally the guy said, all right, just come with me. And we walked up into the station. He put us on the very first train that went on Voltron. And in the front row was the Mac family.
What? Okay, so you're
if you see a
you're the first to ride it.
If you see pictures of the Mac family taking their first ride on Voltron, in row 2 is me. Hi.
It's Rick.
Yeah.
By the way, since there are a bunch of new people joining, it's Rick, Swizzlefish. The reason we were talking about you, by the way, this is Rick. This is my friend Rick. He works at Disney. He's a Disney Imagineer. We're hanging out, having some drinks and talking about pinball and roller coasters. So the reason I mentioned Rick is that Rick owns both of the Pin 2000 games, and Swizzlefish is unfortunately making a homebrew game with a Pin 2000 case instead of a real cabinet like an adult.
That is brilliant. Are you using the original CRT?
That's an excellent question. Excellent question.
Because driving an old 320 by 240 CRT is non-trivial.
It looks high resolution from what I saw. Swizzlefish, post your link to your homebrew stuff again.
No.
So I have it up and I can show Rick, because Rick is also obviously an engineer and working on his own homebrew stuff. Yeah, LCD goes full side to side so that it really covers the whole glass. There you go.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. I saw there's like a green alien that jumps around back and forth, and the resolution that on the reflection is like very impressive. Although probably a game that you couldn't put Invisiglass in, I would say.
It's a special glass. It has a front surface. The top, it fades into a front surface reflection on the top of it's custom glass.
Oh, interesting.
For that Pin 2000 glass.
Wait, so
you have to have that.
Do you have the Pin 2000 glass, Swizzlefish? Roller Coaster's asking if you get to skip.
I would hope so.
Do you get to skip the line? Well, he could have custom do it. Oh, there you go. Of course he does.
I do not get to skip the lines.
No, Disney does not treat their employees like that. You got to wait like everybody else.
That's lame.
True that.
Occasionally we'll get like a sneak, an employee preview. I was one.
Sorry. Yeah, we're not really trying to get to Valinor today. We're just hanging out. We're having a good time talking stories, learn about Rick. By the way, if you scroll up a little bit, Rick's home phone number's there. You can text him at any point with important questions about pinball repair. He'll answer at any time. A dog? Who's posting dog? Is that a dog? The jury's out.
It's Stitch.
It was Stitch. There's also a bunch of hurry up and mini multi-balls and mini modes. So this one's pretty interesting. So for Ring Frenzy, if you fill up all the rings, it lights all 4 of the main shots with blinking lights. If you complete hitting them 3 times each, it acts as a multiplier on the center shot. So if I could hit every single one of these shots 3 times each, it would be a 4x multiplier on the center ring shot. So you kind of...
There's no real normal multiplier.
Well,
you're multiplying one particular shot.
No.
It's not an overall multiplier.
Oh, it is an overall multiplier. You're multiplying the value... You're multiplying... Correct. You're multiplying the value of the center shot, not the entire playfield.
Okay.
So as you're...
one shot.
Correct.
Not the entire play.
So it's kind of like take a break, try to build up the value of this one big shot, and then fire it up the middle. And you have 10 seconds.
Other zone.
You have 10 seconds to hit one of those shots. As soon as you do that, it resets the timer. So it's kind of like, but it also kind of fucks with your mojo, because if you're trying to get to Valinor, it's not a good thing. 3's up.
Somebody rode Hagrid's 3 times in a row. Last time I rode Hagrid's, the final launch cut out halfway through, and we barely made it back to the station.
No, I know. He's still here, I guess I should say.
Oh.
So, Destructive said he built a full-size R2-D2? Wait, Destructive, what is this? Was this for Halloween? What's going on?
Yeah, he was trying to get Rick's attention.
Upside down.
Yeah.
The upside down.
Okay.
But how
most customs
3D
printed.
Oh, that's
cool.
Actually,
Wait, do you have pictures of that? If you got pictures, man, post it. Post the link.
Rides.
I have a lot of Star Wars stuff, like 15 helmets. Oh, that's neat.
Well,
Oh, he does have a link.
Rick, like I said, Rick worked on the ride, among other things.
That's super cool.
But how often does it happen?
I don't have a Discord. Should I put a Discord together for the channel? Should I do that? Is that more things that I'm going to have to do for the channel?
I've ridden many.
All for the love of pinball. That was really bad. I did not think I was going to get a ball save.
All right, well, let's do shout out time. Who's here right now? Man, we got American Outlaw, DB Hashman. Thank you, Dr. Doobie.
This light is
Gear Bear. I keep wanting to say Gray Beard, but it's Gray Bear. I'm messing your name up, man. I'm sorry. Mad Mountaineer, who finally talked. Same with Manila. Melody, what's up? And Kyoto Bong Rip's still here, man. Cool. What's going on? Thank you for joining.
I did not get evacuated on Hagrid, but we had to sit there in the sun at the end for a half hour. Ouch. With legs
That was a bad
cramped
move.
in a very uncomfortable way because I was in the sidecar. When we got off, they did give us a little half bottle of water.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Nothing like
So
getting
nice.
rehydrated.
Man, that sucks. Is it better or worse to play pinball when you're taller?
Swizzlefish says he's made many jokes about where does the fleshlight go in a 3D printed R2-D2. Well, I guess that answers the question on which droid you would be kind of putting the business to. Would it be R2-D2? I'm trying to think like which weird droid I would like want to have a fleshlight in.
R2-D2 is the cylindrical with the dome top from all the movies.
Nah, for sure. I mean, that's a good choice, I guess. That'd be better than C-3PO. I don't think that would be a good fleshlight choice.
I recently carded out some of the old original robots that you can buy in Galaxy's Edge. You can buy an R2 robot or a BB robot around the rolling ball.
You mean as like toys, not like props.
You can own them. You can buy them and own them and actually use them.
Oh, interesting.
There's the Droid Workshop in Galaxy's Edge.
Wow, really? You can buy the remote control droids?
You can build your own robot. You actually put the pieces together, and then it's linked to you, and you can actually control it. Control it from your phone.
How much does that cost? It's got to be a lot.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's not as expensive as the lightsaber. The lightsaber is way more expensive.
Why is the lightsaber more expentive? It's an LED
freaking
tube.
Awesome. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I was wrong.
It is getting a lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge is a whole experience. It's a life-changing experience. You
heard it here.
Process. You select your pieces.
It's bath time for the ladies.
I did it with my son.
So yeah, I mean, you picked the crystal. You picked the crystal color.
I took my two boys to Galaxy's Edge for the first time. One kid gets a robot, the other kid gets a lightsaber.
You know where
and so I got to go through and get the whole lightsaber. It's a whole sequence of events where you commune and you make the decision about what pieces you want to put together, and you select your kyber crystal that's going to power the lightsaber, and you assemble the hilt in this little holder. And when it comes time, everybody puts their hand on their hilt, and then suddenly there's a lightsaber. It's like they ignite the lightsabers, everybody lifts them up, and the whole room lifts up in the dark, all of their lightsabers.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, what an experience. I was crying. It was amazing.
Is Galaxy's Edge much different in Disney World versus Disneyland?
No, they're almost identical.
There you go. They're identical.
They're mirror image of each. Well, they're flipped around, and they point to the sun in a different way.
Okay.
So they feel different as you're walking through them, but the layouts are almost identical.
So Nestforce is asking a very important question. He's asking what's your fellowship order. Now he is talking about.
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to explain that. But we did talk about it. He's talking about which of the fellowship, from top to bottom, would you have sexual experiences with. However, Rick works at Disney and can't answer such things. So I'm going to ask you, if you had to sit down for a nice fancy dinner with the Fellowship of the Ring, who would the top 3 be in order? If you fancy dinner, nothing weird, fancy dinner. Anything else is implied.
No, then I can't even imply anything.
Not implied, just a fancy dinner.
It's my turn to plunge. Excuse me.
You would have picked Frodo.
No.
He said no.
Rick is a Frodo guy, says Swizzlefish.
Well, as far as, if I ask your question legit and say, actual interesting person to chat with, I'd like to sit down with Gandalf, but I can't say that because it would just sound too weird.
Yeah, Gandalf was my number 2 because he's magic, and you know what that means.
Yeah. Well.
Yo, mom. Please don't get Rick fired. We're just talking about having dinner. That's it. That's all. And that's where it says I tried. I did try. Rick doesn't need to talk about the Fellowship of the Ring. He's got enough interesting stories about Disney and roller coasters in general. Tell him the story about how you once electrocuted yourself with death off a cathode ray tube in a bar.
Yeah, I discovered that the cathode ray tube in a video game has 35 freaking thousand volts in it. You're less likely to be killed by a black and white CRT like in an asteroids game. Those are only 10,000.
Oh, that's nice. That's a third of the less thousands of fucking volts.
But the color CRTs have 35,000 volts in them.
So you took a 35,000 volt shock.
I did.
Repairing
and I was wet. I was working my way through college fixing games.
Hold on, Destructive.
Cathode ray tubes are fine as long as you deal with them appropriately. But you need to understand where the danger is and respect that danger and be very, very careful with the procedures of how you work on them.
So what
and the time that I almost died,
way of working on one?
The safest way of working on them is to A, unplug the machine, which you think would be enough, but it's not.
Well, because based on me repairing Penn Stadium lights recently, I've learned that it's not.
Yeah. Okay. The CRT, the cathode ray tube, acts like a big capacitor. I don't know if you know what a capacitor is.
Of course I know what a capacitor is. It's a storage medium for electricity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 35,000 volts that is in the vacuum tube CRT, which is the thing that gets the electrons to fly from the back and hit the front. So it makes a dot that lights up. Right. That 35,000 volts can live in the CRT continuing on.
Like how long can the capacitor hold charge?
A long time.
Is it similar to, I mean, it's got to be similar to like a central air conditioner capacitor then, right?
No.
I mean, those do not fatties.
A capacitor is a capacitor, and a capacitor will store whatever voltage is on it. The CRT is not a capacitor, but it acts like a capacitor. The CRT itself acts like a capacitor. And it can store that because it's a vacuum tube, and a capacitor is basically two plates of electricity. And if you put a charge on one, it'll affect the charge on the other. This one, I can be positive here because I think there's negative here. They want to even out. So if they're near each other, you can have a positive and a negative charge on either side of the capacitor, and it can store up a lot. And the more surface area you have, like microscopic little films of foil all wrapped together or whatever, the more surface area, the more charge it can hold. A CRT is a huge capacitor. Anyway, most CRT circuits have discharge built into them. They have a resistor built in there so that when you turn it off, that goes away. Unless it's not working. Anyway, the proper way to deal with a CRT is to unplug it, turn the power off, take a big old flat blade screwdriver and a clip lead, put the clip lead on the ground chassis of the monitor somewhere, and then with the screwdriver connect to the ground lead, and your other hand in your back pocket, reach in, work the flat blade screwdriver with the insulated handle. You have to have an insulated handle screwdriver. Work the flat blade up under the big suction cup that's about 4 inches across on the back of the CRT. Stick the flat blade up there, wait for the big loud snap, which is the discharge of the electricity that was stored in the CRT. And now it's safe.
That sounds
And if you don't do those
terrifying
steps, you can have the experience that I had in a bar in Atascadero trying to fix a Pac-Man game where it was raining and it was wet, and I went there to try and work on this Pac-Man game that was not working. And I went in there and it's like, okay, it's not working, and I need to get the cap off. And it's like, I don't want to dig out the screwdriver. I don't want to get out the clip lead. I don't want to put my hand in the back. And I put my hand on the side of the cabinet, which is wood, insulated. Okay, that's good. And I reached in to undo the hook, but without realizing it, my hand slipped down and was now touching the screw that was grounded. And when I unhooked the cap, it hit me with 35,000 volts, and I was like fired across the room.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And I kind of woke up. And it's like one of those movies in the bar where there's like the big record scratch, and, and everybody just stopped and like look. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
You know, and I said, I'm going to need to take this one back to the shop. And I buttoned it up and I said,
wait, so you didn't go to the hospital? You just took 35,000 volts and was like, I'm going to go repair the.
Fine. What is he going to do?
Oh my God!
Yeah. And it didn't affect me at all. It didn't affect me at all.
Stop. No. Botron can't hear the story. Because everybody not following's watching a dumb ad right now. Oh, they're back. Now you can talk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we stopped, Botron. We stopped. You're good.
Oh. Okay, where do we end up?
Yeah, what was the last thing you heard, Botron? Did you hear him get launched across the room after he took 35,000 volts? Did you miss the part where he went and took the game home and fixed it anyways?
No, I put it in the truck. Well, when it stopped raining, I came back and got the
Okay, he heard when you went across the room, so start from there.
Yeah,
When you went-
that's pretty much the end of the story. I
a good ending,
ended up in the middle of the room, and it was like one of the record scratch in the movie where everybody stops in the bar and like, what happened? And everybody sees me sitting in the middle of the room on the floor. And I said, all right, I'm going to need to take this one back to the shop.
I feel like I would love to be at a bar and hear this loud crack and just see a man just slide across the room.
I think I went through the air. I really don't remember.
I'm sure there's somebody that is telling the story about the time that they were at a bar and
some
guy went flying across the room.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying these stories too, Swizzlefish.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. For nerds.
Yeah.
What? What's
turn is it?
They're both nerds. They're on a pinball
I'm
channel.
not a nerd, but
You
I just
don't-
love them.
I am a nerd.
I wish I was a nerd.
What's
I'm
up, Sports
actually-
Card? Welcome. You
I'm
just
a
missed an
dance
excellent
nerd.
story. She is a dancer.
I am a dancer. You'll hear more one day.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Welcome everybody who's just showing up. Sports Card. This is Rick. He's a Disney Imagineer. He's just telling a story about how he got launched airborne after trying to repair a Pac-Man
The
game.
dangers of having video games.
Nice
That's why
games,
pinball is better than video games.
Yeah. There's no 35,000 volts hiding in a pinball machine.
There's 180 volts.
Shit, not me.
And some of your games have 180 volts, which is dangerous.
Which game?
Dracula.
Well, we don't have Dracula.
I don't have
have
Dracula
any?
anymore.
Oh, good.
You have Dracula.
It's safe. No, you're Dracula.
Which one?
The
I had
old
Stern.
Dracula.
I had
Stern-
the Stern
which
Dracula
one?
and the
Dracula. The
BSD.
Stern Dracula.
Had
Those little plasma displays, they run on 180 volts.
Yeah. That's true. So that one does.
Which
too. Well,
one?
actually, no. I replaced that. Those are LEDs.
Which one did you
With 180 volts,
on?
What?
Which one? You got electrocuted on a couple of them.
That's coil voltage. That's nothing.
40
that's,
volts,
That's
sweet.
that's bitch voltage, man. Like
sorry, I'm gonna-
taking 40. By the way,
40 volts is like a tingle between there and
Hold on.
there.
I have an excellent question for you since you're here. The Ghostbusters, by the way, my Ghostbusters Premium is excellent and was his game. There's no door shut off for the coil voltage. Is that normal? Or did you remove it?
I did not remove it.
There's no shut off for internal voltage in the game, which is why I shorted the coil on it when I was taking it out one time. It fucking grounded on the edge of the cabinet while I was pulling it out.
That's because it's Stern.
It is Stern. That's true.
Stern is cheap. Stern doesn't even give you like the little lever to hold under the lockdown bar.
American
Or the little rails that go underneath it that you just prop the playfield up on.
ridiculous. American Outlet says that you're his new favorite human. Is that because he works on Star Wars at Disney, or is that because he can survive a Pac-Man CRT like a champ?
That was your moment.
Have you considered a shot collar for drain balls on the channel? No, but I love that idea.
Considered a
That's
shot
good.
collar
You know who
for
could set
Did
Did you
that?
ever play any of the Alvin G pinballs?
No.
One of the
What is an Alvin G pinball?
Alvin G was Alvin Gottlieb, was David
okay.
Gottlieb's son.
Right. This was after Gottlieb, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I
He
remember.
made a few electronic games. One of them was, I can't remember the name of it, I'm drawing a blank. It's like a rock band themed game. It's somebody it's a rock band basically theme. Alvin G. Anyway,
It's not heavy metal, is it?
no, it's, look up Alvin G. It's like they only made like 4 games. Not flipper football, but it's like some guy and the something or other rock band themed. Somebody on there. Not Mystery Castle.
Oh, Carl streamed Mystery Castle and played the whole thing through. What a weird game.
Yes. But Alvin G. Pinball.
What school do you go to?
I know.
Alvin G.
I know. Sorry, I'm
There's Mystery Castle.
I'm reading
We're
the
looking up.
chat. not
They're
listening.
probably. He says it's world tour. We're looking
Al's
at it right
Garage Band.
There we go.
Goes on a world tour. That
now.
game.
Wait, so Destructive was correct?
Yeah, world tour. Correct.
What? Holy shit, Destructive! How? What?
Okay.
What the shit?
Because he played games.
I mean, clearly.
You've not
but
played. You've never played. An
These
Alvin
are
G
fairly
game?
obscure games.
All right. Alvin, that game has a cool feature that I desperately want to bring forward into the modern age and be able to add as a retrofit onto my existing games.
What is the cool feature?
The cool feature is a shaker motor on the flipper button.
Interesting. So it's like haptic feedback. Right. It's haptic feedback.
Yes. Yes, a shaker motor on the flipper button.
Huh.
It's like
That makes way more sense for roller coasters.
all right, whose turn is it? I don't know. It doesn't even say. We're like somebody's in the middle of a ball.
Oh wait.
Someone is in the middle of the ball.
Was that me?
I don't know. We're gonna plunge it and find out who had 7 million.
I'm 1.
I'm 4.
All right, I'm 2. Let's see who it is. See if I can get control of it without draining. My bad.
Really not.
Well, you know whose turn it is? Not anymore.
I'll be so mad.
It's totally gonna be Mariah's.
Yeah, probably. It's my luck.
It was me. You killed my. Okay, we're even.
I thought I was
we're
one.
even for
Here,
the
take
first
over.
game.
Take over mine. I'll take over one. You be two now. You're up.
All
That's
right.
fair. That's fair. All right, I'm gonna do a couple.
Rick locked a ball. It's Rick's. Roller Coaster was trying to let us know, but it was too late. Too late, my dude.
Thank you, roller coaster.
That's a Destructive says an operation themed pinball machine would be perfect for your haptic buttons. It's a
Yes,
great idea.
that would be good.
Great idea. What's up? You want to plug your ball?
No. I'm just watching.
That's what I was doing. Thank you, Destructive. I was going to put you to VIP status because I think that'll allow you to post a link. Hold on.
Yeah. Roller coasters and
What? I'll take a regular beer.
Don't trust all of you fools.
Okay. Try now, Destructive. I just upgraded your ass to a VIP. See if that wakes it. See if that makes it work. There you go. I figured out a thing. Huh? Cool. Oh, wow. Dope, man. Destructive is an insanely big Star Wars fan and has a bazillion helmets, including that giant 3D printed R2-D2. I'm assuming that's the 3D printed R2-D2, right?
Wow.
What's up, Archimedes? What did she give me? Kona Big Wave? I guess that's good. I love that she gave me a beer that has a fucking bottle cap that I cannot open on it. Like, that's amazing. Anyways, what's going on? Archimedes, thank you for joining. Guess what? I got a Rick. This is a Rick. Rick's a Disney Imagineer. He does the Disney Imagineering stuff. And he's worked on some insanely cool projects, many of which you probably know if you are a fan of Disney. And now he's playing pinball. Also, you can text him at home at any time and he'll help you repair your pinball machine. Bye. Archimedes says hi.
Hello.
She said that there's a bottle opener back here. What is it, invisible? I'm gonna go get a beer that isn't impossible to open right now.
Oh wait, I have a bottle opener on my fridge.
Oh, she's got a bottle opener on her fridge. Oh, that's why you're saying acid. Got it. That's what Mariah just said.
You know what it takes.
Hey, I did it. Roller Coasters wants to know if you like Poseidon's Fury before it closed.
Poseidon's Fury? No.
There you go.
Interesting idea, poorly executed.
Ness, thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate it. Also, to everybody else who's on YouTube, thank you for, being part of the stream. I can't see names on YouTube, so you gotta type text. Whoa! What's up, Pelthead? Pelthead? Yeah. Thanks for the follow, my dude. Welcome. We're playing Lord of the Rings with a Disney Imagineer. This is Rick. You can ask some questions about things, and maybe he'll answer.
Bowtron. I want to know what type of dance you do. I don't know if it's Baltron or Bowtron, but let me know if I'm butchering it.
That's right. Thank you, Miss Diggle, for giving our fresh follower a bath. The Cult of Pinball only prefers clean followers, and that's right. When you join and follow the Cult of Pinball, you get a bath. And you get to have a nice bath with that guy. And he's super friendly, and he gives good baths. And now we're playing Raven.
Raven?
That's right. That's what it says.
Oh. By the way, I do not approve of your color DMD settings.
I'm sorry. You want pixel dots instead?
I like the squares.
To be fair, it was like this when I got it.
What about that one?
I also like that when I got it.
When you got it?
Yeah. From you.
No, I did not have a color DMD in it when I gave it to you.
Oh, really? Did I put the color DMD in? I guess I must have. I don't even remember putting the DMD in
I
there.
didn't like the color DMD on this one.
That's right. I remember you not liking it, but that's because you're wrong.
Oh. Yeah, well, I have programmed 4 of the color DMDs, so I get to have some opinion in this matter.
That's true. I forgot about that. Hold on. Get in position so I can line us up. Okay. Yeah, Rick did. Let's see. You did Corvette. You did. What are the other? Twister.
Getaway. And
right,
No Good
Getaway, High
Gophers.
Speed 2.
No Good Gophers.
There you go. If you have any of those games, color DMDs, then Rick did it.
Put in Rick as the high score and see what happens.
What? Really?
Yes. RAC. All right.
Who's up? Number 3. That's Sid. Yeah, Botron. Sid wants to know what you do, what dance you do, or
I don't
dance
know.
you like.
I don't know if he or she's still on.
I don't know. We can find out.
I'm curious.
The answer is no. Oh wait, yes. The answer is yes. Botron's still here.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Cool.
Could be lurking though.
That's fine too.
Here, Rick.
I'll find out one day.
To see his slew of helmets. And
Yeah.
whatnot.
Oh,
And
I
his,
saw that.
and his
Incredible.
3D printed.
Yay, buffalo
droids.
shot.
Oh, that's the one-out mini Star Wars game. I have one of the real Star Wars.
Oh gosh darn it.
The upright version.
Which
I have the Star Wars Vector. The Vector video game.
is that the
Star
one?
Wars.
That's not the one with the.
Where you're flying down the trench.
Oh yeah, that is the X-Wing TIE Fighter one. The one where you sit down in it, right? Yeah.
Well,
that
there's
was
two
like.
versions of that game. There was the sit down and the upright. I have the upright.
Oh, cool.
Which takes up a lot
It's
less
not
room
the
in the
shot.
garage.
That's true.
need
I have
right
fond
now.
memories of that sit-down one at King Putt, the local, puttery. I don't know if I guess that's what you call it, a mini golf place, right? A puttery.
No.
Yeah. What do you mean no?
That was a really
What do you
bad
mean
ball.
you've never called it? You call it a puttery.
Where did you
That's
grow
what
up?
You're up.
know. Saudi Arabia.
Well, you know. There you go.
That's true.
That's what you call in Saudi Arabia, I guess.
Spoilers, there were no putteries here where I lived in Saudi Arabia, which was in Dhahran and Riyadh. So,
What is that?
let's find out. Here we go. Roller coasters. Oh yeah, I showed Rick this.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Fantastic. Are those the Kinects roller coasters? No, those are are those the rolling stock for the Kinects roller coaster? Kinects. I love Kinects. I have like 12 crates of Kinects parts. I originally had a Kinects roller coaster in my living room that went floor to ceiling in a 2-story living room and wall to wall.
So this is the story I was going to say.
remember.
The first time I went over to
That's
Rick's place,
yeah.
his old house, we opened the front door and there's literally like a 2.5-story roller coaster Kinects thing set up. I'm not even joking.
No,
This thing was at
like,
least
what the
it was
fuck
at
did I
least
just walk
20
into?
it was at least 20 feet tall.
I have a picture of it.
Oh, he's got a picture.
I'll give it to you.
Oh,
Yeah, send it.
If I can find it.
Email it to me and I'll put it on the stream.
Hey,
Would you
okay, give everybody
would
your
you
email.
guys like to see a 30-foot
Assuming I can
tall
find it.
Kinects roller coaster?
I'm genuinely coasters right now.
Roller coasters wants to. I know. Honestly, I'll be honest. Roller coasters. One of the main reasons that I asked Rick to be on the stream was for you, my dude. So he is here for you.
Roller
kind of.
coasters and I have been chatting.
I know he is. All right, ladies play pinball while we set up
Okay.
roller
right.
coasters on it. All right, we're putting a 2-player game on. It's bitches only. Here we go.
Yes.
I can't sing.
Yeah, neither can I.
iPhone is
I can only
way
dance.
other
So that
phones
you're
are-
actually on camera.
I can mildly
There you go.
play pinball and I can dance.
You know, it's a favorite thing where they changed.
Oh, and I can organize very
I have
well.
nothing specifically.
Ask Mariah.
Oh no, it's okay. Roller coasters. You can text Rick whenever you want at any time. He loves it. I know.
I lost all my drink.
I have to make sure I don't step
I
back.
just sent you a picture.
Damn. I need a paper towel.
Dang. We need a dang.
That's a safety hazard.
Mariah spilled all her drink, guys.
The Disney safety police would be very upset.
Calls for a dang.
What did
I can't do anything with it on here. Send it to my email. Like an
She made a paper
You need a
plane.
little plastic stand.
Thank you, whoever that was.
Who's messing with you right now?
They sent a dang because Mariah spilled her drink. I told them this.
What the fuck? Why is there booze on the floor? Hey! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Children, let's settle down now. You're up.
Right now, your body's thirsty for
Let me get my one.
Just so I can play the. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my god.
Gatorade needs to come up though. Hold on.
I can't play.
Keanu Reeves' face on everything is
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to email myself this image, Rick, because you're making it difficult for me.
Texted it to you.
I know, man.
Oh, you email it. Oh, you want me to email it?
Yeah,
to
I'm
you?
not
I
on
can email it to
iOS. I'm an adult, man.
Email.
That is iOS.
Shut up, Sid.
You want me to put it on a USB drive for you, Ted?
Yes. She's flying. She's flying.
I'm not.
Oh, that's. Oh wait, Botron.
shit.
Botron sent that. Ask your question.
Wait, what?
Oh wait.
Botron.
Oh, yeah.
Ask about dance. Talk into the mic, you crazy bitch.
Dance thing.
Oh my god. Am I up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I suck.
Botron, I was wondering what type of dance you do. Because you said you're a dancer. I want to know. Oh, no.
I got it.
Oh gosh darn it.
Boom.
I'll talk about what type of dance I do.
How old was you?
I started dance pretty late.
Roller coaster
But
says heck
oh
yeah.
man. But I primarily do ballet. And
First time you guys
I
came out.
danced professionally for a hot sec during college. And yeah, all different styles.
That's
But
cool. I
probably-
didn't know,
We have not been in
but
that
we had
house.
another dancer in here. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's cool, Botron.
Yeah, well, let me build
Oh,
that in the new house.
I dance when no one can see me. Hell yeah.
I'm sure
I
you do
don't know.
roller coasters.
I do too.
Anyways,
There, I
Yeah.
can't.
if you're just joining the channel,
I understand both sides.
Rick is an engineer, and this
Someday we'll
is
have grandkids, and then it'll be time to,
when I
or
first
I'll have my own arcade building, and then we.
when I first met Rick and I opened the front door to his place. By the way, that's also his 8-ball deluxe in there, if I remember correctly.
It is.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
has cardboard
That's
over the top to protect it from
that's
flying
such
Connect
a good
cards.
All that marijuana hasn't totally melted my brain yet. Anyways, that's what I saw as soon as I opened his front door. And my lord, yup.
Yeah. That was fun.
And I didn't have a 3D printer. If I had a 3D printer then, oh my God, what could I have done then?
It's true.
Oh yeah. I should throw that out. This is speaking of weird things that Rick keeps giving me. I have 2 pairs of these now. Because you accidentally gave me 2.
Oh, all right.
No, don't. Sorry. I have 1 pair in here and I have another pair in the other pinball room. So these things are awesome. You can get them online now. They sell them. But Rick designed and printed his own.
I didn't design them. I just.
You stole them?
It's the model off the internet.
All right. Well, he hijacked them. Anyways, you should get these. They're
Tried to
great.
do
They're
that.
corner protectors for your glass when you pull out your pinball machine or pinball glass. You just put them on the.
GPU, so it's soft. Soft rubber.
They're squishy. Whee! Anyways, yeah, these are great. I use them all the time. Yeah, although the floors in here
Oh my
are
God,
less of
it's
a
sticky.
danger. The pinball room that we have in the other area is concrete floors or stone, and they don't like glass.
No.
No, they
Have you ever
don't.
blown up a piece of glass?
I have.
What were the circumstances where you blew up your piece of glass?
So, okay, it's glass shatter stories.
Oh yeah.
I've only shattered 1 pinball glass, and it was when I went to go look at a Time Warp.
Did you really?
One of the only banana flipper games. It was not in good condition, and I took the glass off that game. I didn't even set it down. I just lowered it in midair, and it just obliterated in my hands. Like absolutely,
I
like
did not know that
yeah.
about
It
you.
was one of the only two Banana Flipper
Would you
games
have married
that.
him if you'd known that he'd
Yeah,
won?
no,
Probably
she
not.
probably
That's
not.
Crazy.
That would have been a better decision for her. Anyways, the glass absolutely exploded in my hands. I felt so bad that I bought the game because back then pinball machines weren't expensive. I think I bought Time Warp for $300.
Oh my god.
Which can you imagine buying a pinball machine for $300? Just fucking
No.
soak that one into your old fucking sponge noggin.
Having a
Everything's
piece of glass blow up
expensive.
in your hands
Oh, improv.
Help me, I'm
warps your
poor.
memory into thinking that it was in midair and didn't bump into
Banana
anything.
flip.
It's possible.
That is my memory. The two, I
yeah.
had two glasses
ADHD
blow up in my
card right
hands.
now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they weren't.
It's hard
My
not to
memory
be.
is that they
Yeah,
were not
yeah.
bumping into anything. I mean, just like temperature
All right, I should
difference,
probably play my
like
game.
the warmth of your hands on the cold piece of glass.
I don't like this
You gotta
mode.
tell your shattered glass story. What's your best one? Oh, just one. So you've shattered 3?
I've shattered 2 playfield glasses and 1 back glass.
Oh no! What was the back glass?
Rolling Stone.
Oh
Valley Rolling
no.
Stone.
You divorce me if I
It
ever.
was a repair.
No, I'll divorce you without if you don't
mean,
break a
that's true.
pinball glass.
That
You don't have
distracted
to
me
do
so
that.
much I drained.
I was repairing a game for a guy.
I'm gonna divorce you for spilling a drink on the floor of my goddamn
No,
office.
you won't.
What?
I won't let you.
It's sticky. It's fucking
It's like
sticky.
it's
fine.
Like,
Better
it's like
than-
that
it's better than
Seinfeld
wet. Wet is
episode.
slippery, which is much more dangerous.
That's true. Now it's got traction.
Right.
It's like that
Sticky is
Seinfeld
good.
episode where George tried to break up with that girl. And she's
Yeah,
just
she's
like,
like,
no.
no. Yep. Just no.
I wish I was a little bit shorter.
What? I wish I was a
you
hoarder.
don't.
I wish I was a hoarder.
hoarder.
If I had a. No. Hey, roller coasters. This is a family channel. I don't want to hear about your sticky ride experience.
Someone does though.
What?
I don't know. I don't know who, but somebody does. I'm sure.
I hate banana flippers.
I do too. If you don't know about banana flippers, they don't have regular rubber on them. They have like a super thin like a
Condom.
coat. It's a flipper condom. Yeah. They have a super thin condom that goes on it. And wow, wait, whoever player 1 has won by just a hair.
I know.
I know.
We played like the same game.
Wow, they're mad. Anyways, they suck. You can't. It's just not fun at all. And I put
It's not the thin coating that makes them bad. It's the curved shape,
Right.
so that you can't actually hit the ball in the direction you want to go.
it's very little control. You kind of just fire and forget.
Kind of
Hope
like
it goes.
highlight, like you get to fling the ball.
Yeah. I put regular flippers on that game, and it was still no fun. And the back glass on it is amazing, though. Time Warp does have an excellent back glass. I will say that.
Oh, it's got the Vitruvian Man. It's like the only pinball machine back glass with a naked guy on it.
Oh, I didn't know it had a naked guy on it. Here, let's pull up. I'll pull up. Here, Rick, play Lord of the Rings. I'll put Time Warp back glass
doing
up
four
if I find
players?
it. Yeah, let's do another 4-player game. And
All right, I'll go one.
yeah, Time Warp. I think there's also an Illuminati pyramid on that, though. The Great Pyramid
I think there
approves
is.
of Time Warp.
Right.
You're on. You're 4 players, so you'll be
Four
player
players.
4, okay. You have choice.
You have my heart. What is it? I'm not sure.
Left ramp.
Up ahead. 251 more.
I just saved it. Where did it go? Yeah,
No, maybe it's not Time Warp. It's one of those.
there's a dude there. It's still an excellent back glass.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Guess you like Flash too.
Jeff, you're player 3.
Oh, that game's so terrible. The back glass is amazing. It's terrible, but the playing on it, not so good.
Who's gonna drain?
100 more.
Normally it doesn't come with Keanu Reeves on it.
It should though. Oh no! That's a really sad ball.
What's up, Pink Ninja Man? Welcome back. I know you want to see Valinor. That's we're the back and neck are better, man. I thank you for asking. My 2 slip discs are behaving. I feel a lot better. Things are good, and hopefully that keeps going in the right direction. Yes, Ms. Diggle, I will take some snacks. But we are not to get into Valinor today. Today we are hanging out with Rick. Look, it's Rick. There he is. Rick is a Disney Imagineer, and we're talking about roller coasters and Disney design engineering. We're talking about when Rick got shocked with 35,000 volts and flew across the room. That's a true story. And we're talking about how he won't say which of the Fellowship he would have sex with in order because Disney won't allow him. Anyways, I'm up to play, I think.
Roller coaster, I don't have a good website to look up patents. I generally don't look up patents because I don't want to influence my designer
Poor
stuff.
Rick.
Sorry. I have 6 patents though.
Is one of them, never mind. Is one of them the haptic buttons on a pinball
one
machine?
of them is not haptic buttons on a Elvin G World Tour pinball machine.
It's too bad. It should be.
But there is a
look at that
patented projector in the big hangar bay with the stormtroopers in Rise of Resistance.
Okay.
There's a custom projector that's doing the TIE fighters out the window.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's projecting in a way that is not normally done and makes it look in a way that you can't possibly do with a projector.
I think the last time I talked to you, you were talking about how you were working on the bugs in Indiana Jones.
I did that.
The bug wall. That's one of the Rick-isms from Disney that I remember that Rick was talking about when he's allowed to talk about. Which is usually once they come out, you can talk about it, right?
Well, it's on the Disney Plus Behind the Attractions TV show.
Ooh.
They talked about it in there, so I guess it's safe to talk about it.
Yeah, if they talk about it on the old TV box, I feel like it's pretty much fair game, right?
Yeah. But I'd rather talk about the TIE Fighter in the beginning of Rise of Resistance, which you have not seen. So
I haven't. That's because every time I go, it's a 2-hour wait. Okay, then take me.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
If I tell you let's go, you're gonna go?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you kidding? Ryder's now old enough. That's right. Guess what? I get to go to Disneyland with the real deal, and I'm gonna bring my daughter. That'll let a 6-year-old on there?
Sure.
She tall enough?
6-year-old. How tall is she?
How tall do they stack shit? This is an old
42.
This is an old joke.
I think it's 42.
She's not. I think she's 38 inches tall.
Okay, well,
she's tiny. Mariah, go. Oh, she's asleep. Never mind. I was gonna say go measure Ryder while she's sleeping and find out how tall she is. Well, no, we have the markers on the wall. Go see if she's higher than 42 inches, Mariah, and report back.
Also, she's up.
Also, you're up. Get back in here and play pinball.
My kids had the marks on the wall of like when you're tall enough to ride this ride. When you're tall enough to ride this ride.
Of course, his home would have the rides as the high thing.
And the moment they were tall enough, we went and rode them.
Mariah says she's taller than 42 inches. That's cool. I guess I don't know how tall my old daughter is.
She can ride Rise of Resistance.
There you go. All
I
right.
think it's 42.
We got to bring
sure
her.
it's 42.
Rick, do you ever make prototypes yourself, or is that R&D's job?
I'm sorry?
Rollercoaster's asking if you do prototypes yourself, or is that R&D's job?
I often do prototypes. I often will 3D print a thing to try and... 3D printing is an awesome tool to make a point or to explain how something's going to work. If you show up to a meeting and describe something verbally, it'll never go anywhere. But if you show up to the meeting with a working prototype, 3D printed, hey, look, here it goes. Here's how it works. Here are the pieces. It's hard for people to argue that, oh, no, that won't work.
Because they can't, because it's working in front of them.
Right. So there's a lot of things that I have 3D printed that have ended up in attractions. There's a lot of things I built out of Connect that ended up in attractions.
Huh. Have you done anything digitally, like using like Roller Coaster Tycoon that has ended up in a fucking thing? Or a Planet Coaster, I guess I should say?
Everything is done digitally in some way or another.
That's true. That's fair.
You know. I use After Effects a lot. I will animate stuff in After Effects.
What? What's that program?
It's an Adobe 2D animation program. You don't know After Effects?
He's joking.
You're a music guy. You might not know After Effects.
I own a post.
He definitely knows.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. We are very familiar with the After Effects.
I love After Effects. I do everything in After Effects.
Yeah, you're one.
Okay.
Unless we're gonna steal each other's balls again.
No, don't do that, please.
Yes.
Hi.
Probably try that again.
Great. What is she right now? Oh, we have confirmation. She's tall enough to be on the ride.
Excellent.
Rick's gonna take it to
She was like
Disneyland.
just under 40 inches before and she gained about 2.5 inches.
Oh my God, she's right. She's just over the limit. Huzzah! Since I know that Rick loves rainbow LEDs because he's a JJP fan and just loves LEDs in general, we're gonna put the lights on ultra rainbow mode just to mess with him.
I love it. I love light shows. I have added Pinduino LEDs to a lot of my games.
Is that like Arduino? But
It's Arduino. Eric Lyons, brilliant guy, who has come up with configurations using Arduinos and pinball machines and an opto isolator so you can get the signals out of the pinball machine and then do things with LEDs, whatever you want, if you're willing to code it. So I've added code and Pinduinos and Arduinos and logic to most of my games so that they are even more blinding and have light shows that they don't deserve to have.
I don't know if this is by design, but I think that these lights are in sync. There must be a
It felt like one of my games.
no, but like look, the color cycling on them is completely in sync.
Between the two.
Yeah. I wonder if they communicate with each other. Oh no, they're just off. That's still pretty funny. Whatever. Rainbows.
Terrible
There you go.
I have people that come over to my house that don't like flashy lights, and so they don't like some of my games.
I have had complaints about some of the rainbow color in general.
Well, it's part of the reason I bought Elton John.
Well, hold on.
Because it is even more blinding than the games that I designed.
So Rick, most of the custom color LEDs that Rick did for my Ghostbusters is good. I didn't change much of it. Some of your games are very rainbowy. Yes. So I feel like you should appreciate the rainbow.
I do. I love it.
Hey, Baki's here. Our German audience has arrived. What's up, dude? I know you're a lurker. That's okay. We're here. This man works at Disney. We're talking about Disney. In fact,
Does he go to Europa Park?
that's what I was just going to ask. So you were saying the best roller coaster in the world is in Germany.
Phantasialand.
Phantasialand.
Terron.
What is it called?
Terron. T-A-R-O-N.
Terron.
Terron.
Sounds awesome.
It is.
No.
You're supposed to taste it, not be blinded by it. Well, guess what? The second light came in, so we're going to get blinded by it. Here, we'll put it in an audio reaction mode, so it'll be even more absolutely annoying.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
I don't think you grabbed enough snacks.
It's snacks time here. Russian, yeah, dude, I'll do a Russian roulette Pop Tart. Okay,
S'mores one.
here we go. That's right. It's absolute psycho talk, and the playfield gets super blasty. Hey-oh!
Doesn't match his music.
She's
That's okay.
45 and a half inches.
There you go. That's 3 inches taller. We're good. This is the worst. All right, we'll get rid of it.
Epileptic
40,
warning.
40,
All right.
40
think it's
is
42.
for a Space Mountain.
Yeah.
See.
42.
Yeah.
That makes
My
more
kid ran it
sense.
at 42. Actually, he didn't write it.
Everybody's complaining.
He was 42 inches. He was tall enough to go on Space Mountain.
Oh, that was the one we wanted.
About to go down for a
I fixed it. It's stupid. All right. Don't worry. I'm gonna cut that. It's going to be a reward.
On the first time, and
If anybody's happy to make fun of themselves, it's this guy, and we're gonna have that stupid award happen. Don't worry.
and then
Yippee-ki-yay.
and then next time we went to Disney.
Is it me?
Yeah, you're up.
I'm player 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
One.
That doesn't check out.
Yeah.
At least somebody's paying attention.
The score is.
I see it. Yeah, we're playing Time Warp here.
I'm not going to.
Thanks for joining.
Anything they don't want to do. And I'm going to try and secure the board.
Point.
And I did that. And then there's level. Is that I missed out.
Roller Coasters is asking if you fly someplace.
I did not ride Space Mountain, the old Space Mountain. I'm going to stick my gun. You don't want to ride it? You don't want to ride it.
Thunder Mountain, I remember Thunder Mountain.
More importantly, since my back and neck aren't hurting, I'm feeling like tomorrow or maybe the day after is going to be the day. I'm feeling like
For a little kid to ride this.
Valinor is upon us. You know? I'm no longer crippled from my stupid neck. Oh, see, look, I've got excellent last-minute reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, my first roller coaster was Matterhorn. Matterhorn? Disneyland? Big Mountain. Wait. The original cars had the handles.
Man, I got lucky that it bounced to the other flipper. There was no way that was getting saved if I wasn't paying attention. Roller Coasters wants to know if you like the ride fly at Fantasia, Rick. The ride fly, whatever that is.
The what?
The ride fly at Fantasia Land.
Ride, fly, and fly ride. Oh, fly! This is the Vekoma prototype flying coaster. I have not been on it yet. I'm hoping to get on it this summer. Last time I was there, it was under construction. It has a very cool load sequence where the seats turn sideways in the load area.
That's cool.
I got to ride the prototype Vekoma flying coaster. It was the Stealth. Really, eventually it was called Stealth in Great America up in Northern California.
So when you get on a prototype coaster, does the thought go through your mind that, uh-oh, this is a prototype? Like, is there ever like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this? Like,
Knowing how much they have to go through before anybody's allowed to get on the damn thing, how much testing and how many sandbags and how many times they had to go around. Yeah, confidence is high. By the time you get on it, there's nothing.
I mean, I feel like knowing the safety measures makes it a little easier. What about that wood coaster though? Like, is inherently like...
Well, even the wood coasters have to pass safety testing.
For sure.
They have to run thousands of times and run over and over and over again with sandbags to prove that they're safe.
I'm assuming the sandbags are the analogs for people.
Before you put people in, you put sandbags in.
I mean, aren't we all just kind of sandbags anyways? Big sacks of water sandbags.
Yep.
Don't be like that. All right. Come on.
What are those flippers you have on here?
So these are Halo flippers. They're called Halo Precision Flippers, but they're not actually Halo Precision Flippers, which I know is very confusing.
Rip off Halo.
No, they are the real deal, but there's a very important component that is not installed in it that basically changes them from being Halo flippers and not Halo flippers, which I will explain in just a second because I'm going to get a super jackpot here.
I'm
Hopefully.
going to try and distract you during
That's fine.
as much as possible.
I'm used to these trolls on the internet playing silly rewards. Like it's like they do this where they just play rewards on rewards when I'm having a good multi-ball. Like, God forbid they do it right now and start playing a bunch of dumb memes while I'm trying to focus hard right now so I can impress Rick so he'll take me to Disneyland and play loud memes while I'm trying to focus!
Jackpot!
Fuck!
That's appropriate.
Like that. I'm flowing! I'm flowing!
Rick's falling too.
Rick's flying. So when you have, look, we're already set up for a super jackpot. I told you I was gonna get one. Let's see if I just need to hit it right up the middle. Get up there. Get up there. Man, why can't I play this good all the time? We're gonna have Rick come over and I'll just get the Valinor in one try and then we'll be done with it. And then we can finally put some new games in here. Also, Rick told me that I could borrow any game from his collection and put it on the stream. So just...
You're welcome to put a picture of any of my games on the screen.
No, Rick said that he would drive any of his own games by himself down here and put them...
And you with your slip disc will help take the games down the U-turn stairway.
I had to bring muscle last time when I picked up Rick's Ghostbusters. I didn't get that super jackpot, by the way. I'm sure Swizzlefish is going to point that out. Let's see if he did already.
20 shots at it. What the hell?
I know, right? You'd think one of those would have gone in. God damn it. Rick has 3 Ravens. Yes, actually, Rick has 15. Internet trolls, man.
Get rad, bro.
Anyways, what story was I telling?
Wait.
I was like, I'm going
wait.
to tell you something, but I need to focus right now. I can't remember what it was. Chat, what the hell was I talking about before I said I was going to pretend?
Whee!
I've never had a Raven, but I had a checkpoint, which is almost as bad.
Ooh.
Checkpoint's back.
What story was I going to tell? Now I can't remember. I mean, when I got your Ghostbuster, we had to take it down the stairs, and I couldn't do it with
thought
two
you were
slip discs, so I had to get a
doing
friend of mine to
something
help.
behind me. Got
Which Rick
distracted.
has an excellent method for doing it. It involves two straps, and you kind of like throw it under the game, and then use your you hold it close. Yeah.
The key learning of after the 10th game I've taken upstairs is you have to take the thing completely apart. Take the head off, take the playfield out, take the glass out, and bring them up in pieces and then reassemble it upstairs.
Which we did only take the playfield out for Ghostbusters, which
Playfield
worked. That was like half the way.
game on
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. That's a freaking heavy playfield.
Swizzlefish says I was talking about borrowing any of Rick's games. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, Rick said that I could borrow any of his games on stream, and he would drive them down here by himself, and we could play them. So that means we could have, any of the Chicago gaming remakes. And you're moving around like that's not true. What's that all about?
Yeah, well.
I think you're up, Rick.
Yeah, I think you are.
Oh. We never got through the whole list of games I have.
We'll do it quick. Here, don't play so you can focus. There's what, 15, 16,
Something
17?
like that. I covered the ones
Do it.
upstairs. Downstairs, we've got Simpsons Pinball Party, which for my COVID project became the Simpsons Nuclear Pinball Party.
Oh, that's right. You
Replaced all the plastic
Glow.
parts in the playfield with either glow in the dark or fluorescent and black lights over it, so the whole thing lights up, and a nice fluorescent nuclear 3D letters over the Simpsons Pinball Party on the back glass.
nice.
And
sounds cool.
the ceramic fluorescent balls, so they all light up under the black light.
Which I have in the those are gross.
Okay. Currently in the garage, I have Doctor Who, Black Knight,
Original.
the original Black Knight, which is going to be the thick coat. What the heck's the name of it? It's a new playfield product, but it goes over the top of it. It's like a thin acrylic.
Oh, I have one of those on
Grand Lizard? No.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what is it? Hardtop.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't think that's the brand name that I got.
The
but
one,
yeah,
well, the one I've got is a hardtop.
right. It's a special type of acrylic that's printed, and then it doesn't have adhesive on either side.
This one does have adhesive.
Oh, it does have adhesive.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And
The
you
one
got
I have doesn't.
Okay, well, this you sand it all and maybe put white on it or whatever, and then you on the two different pieces of the Black Knights to make it look like a brand new game, or look like a new clear coated game.
Oh,
And I also have a 3D scanner, and my plan is to 3D scan the edges of the plastics, like the front edge of the upper deck, and make it into a dimensional castle parapet.
okay. So
it's
it's
like-
actually
so
got
this
it.
is like the castle. This is up in the castle, and this is down below the castle.
Okay, that checks out.
And
Cool.
3D print all the parts. You may put it in there.
That's a lot of
and
work.
I already have a different sound set loaded into that game.
Yeah, Swizzlefish said hardtop.
Yeah, hardtop. Hardtop is awesome. I'm currently running in the Black Knight. Is a I don't
What's up,
remember
Voodoo? What's going on, man? Thanks for jumping on.
It's a board that came from France. I don't remember the name of it. Sorry. But it allows you to put different audio files into it.
Oh, it's Pin Sound. That's where we have.
No. It's not PinSound.
PinSound
PinSound does not support System 3 Williams.
Are you sure? Because they have, and they're also from France. It would be weird if it was a different company.
It's a different guy.
Why are there two French people making old pinball machine hardware?
Well, but the point of this board is not to replace the audio. The point of this board is to replace all of the old, out-of-date, bad connectors, inner board connectors between that vintage of game,
Yeah.
so that they can work and function. But it also allows you to put in different files for the audio files. So I have replaced all the audio files in Black Knight with clips from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Of course you would.
So it's, the Black Knight always triumphs, and, have at you. And
It's just a flesh wound.
it's just a freshman. At the end of the game, he says, I see, running away, eh? You yellow bastard, come back here, I'll bite your legs off. It's
You
a much
can
better
see the
game.
Disney.
Much better game. All right, my turn.
Yes.
Get hold of yourself. 500 more.
Yeah, I forget what the name of the company, because I got my Grand Lizard is in excellent condition, but I didn't want to, I just don't care enough to get it clear coated.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put something on there to help prevent it because it is, it's down to wood.
Is that the one you put the
So that is the one that I put.
Not a hard top.
It's not a hard top because it's transparent. It's
It's just a clear.
It's a
Mylar?
laser. It's a laser cut. It's not mylar. It's a harder, thicker, enameled acrylic. I forget what the fuck it is. Someone help me out here. What's
the hard top actually has all the artwork on it.
I understand that. This is transparent. It's just laser cuts for the specific game.
It's just
you take all the plastics off and lay it on.
Mylar. It's just
Yeah, pretty much, but it's harder plastic. But for someone who doesn't want to put adhesive on the game and rip off any of the paint at some point, if somebody wants to get it clear coated, it's a good game for that. You can put it. Here, look.
bit of scratch. Yeah, Mylar. It looks very nice. It looks very nice.
Protects the playfield. That's all that matters.
But I'm missing most of my art, so I need the art on the on the hard top.
for sure. This is not the same scenario. This would not work for your usage.
Yeah.
But I forget what the company is that produces it because they have tons. You can get, laser
So
cut.
I had friends over to see all my new games. I've stuff I've added to every game. I've got LED light shows, and I've got 3D printed parts, and I've got new software loaded in the Pinball 2000. And the thing that everybody loved was the Minecraft and the Holy Grail in Black.
So of all the project games you have going on right now, what's the one that you're like the top one that you're going to actually work on?
The one that I am actually working on is Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure.
Okay.
Currently working.
Amazing game.
Amazing game. And it has some minor little problems that have been bugging me for years. Problems that only ever show up when people come over to play.
Are they related
I
to
could play the thing for years and would never do it. But then somebody shows up, and all of a sudden the ball won't come out of the island. It won't release the balls from the island.
Why?
Yeah. And I've been trying to trace down why the hell that is. And it seems like there's a bad ground that
Darn it.
it doesn't rotate a lot of the time, some of the time, and it doesn't release. And I think if it doesn't rotate, it won't release. So I don't know that the release is caused by the rotation or the rotation is caused by the release. One or the other.
Chicken and the egg of pinball machine.
Right.
Compare.
Oh,
Not me.
I'm 3.
Uh,
He's got a spin drift here if you want.
Or spin drift or water or another paper plane.
We got beer. We got plenty of beer.
Yeah, we have
I'll do a
plenty
beer.
of.
Give that man a beer.
Okay.
We got lager, we got IPAs, we got the whole gambit.
Excellent.
Pizza port, what do you want? All right, Rick's going on a beer adventure while I go on a pinball adventure.
Yeah, no, that's Indiana Jones.
That's true. Wait, so which of those two, would you sell the Indiana Jones? Hold on, and the pinball adventure
No.
before or after you would sell your Star Trek Next Generation? Oh, Jesus, give me that ball
I would be more
back.
apt to sell the Next Generation before the Indiana Jones. But if I did, my kids would kill me.
Yeah, well,
Because it's their favorite game.
Sid really wants that TNG. It's not about me. Oh, no.
It has laser add-ons to the targeting, so that they do laser lines. You can see exactly where the laser's going.
Thank you, Mr. Data. That was a shitball save. I could have done that. Rick, does Disney program their own rides, or is that contracted?
We program our.
They program their own.
We contract out a lot of stuff, but the whole infrastructure that runs our rides is pretty much our own creation.
Joe the Dragon is here. Joe the Dragon's an interesting guy. I'm gonna call him out here. So Joe the Dragon has been my backseat driver for a lot of the more difficult rule and custom nuances, including the bash. Well, I'm sorry, Joe didn't show me this, but I will show this to Rick. There's a Bash Gary Stern secret Easter egg
really?
in this.
Love that.
So I will boot it up. We'll do that on the next game.
Okay.
But no, Joe's fascinating. Joe's excellent. He's my manager unofficially to help me get through these games efficiently. Joe, this is Rick. Look, it's a Rick. There he is. Rick is a Disney Imagineer. He's a good friend of mine, and he's on the stream. We're talking about pinball and hanging out. Bye. This is Mariah.
I suck at pinball.
She's all right, I guess.
Now we try that again.
Stern fucked the comp mode on D&D. Oh, so you got experience on it? I have not gotten to obviously to see what the comp mode stuff is. What is wrong with the comp mode, Joe? Joe's very passionate about competition mode stuff in pinball. But
Have you ever seen the hidden mode in Indiana Jones?
Pinball Adventure?
Pinball Adventure.
I've never played Indiana Jones.
Oh my God, come on over. Dude,
I would
come
love
over.
to. I've heard it's absolutely amazing.
There is a hidden mode that was hidden in the software when the game was written in what, 95, 94, whenever the game was originally made, that nobody found until fairly recently.
Oh, really?
Really. Somebody, I don't know if they found it or if the guy who wrote the software finally like told somebody about it.
They finally released they leaked it.
If in Indiana Jones,
Oh, that's
you can look
dumb,
it up.
Joe.
In Indiana Jones, if you hold the left flipper button while you start the game, it enables the special mode. When you get to the minecart chase, you need to crash through the third barrier on the right, and you get an animation of the dancing frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Yes.
That's awesome. All right, I'm going to put the secret code in. You ready? Here we go.
These people of intelligence understood the thing.
You know you did it right because the Balrog growls. We'll do two. I think the ladies are out if they decide to come back. So your objective is to get into the cave at least, I think it's 3 times, and you'll get the Balrog. This normally happens in the game anyways. If you get the cave shot 2 or 3 times, Joe will tell me how many times it is. Yeah, he knows about the frog. See, Joe knows a lot about, Joe knows a shit ton about pinball. I think Joe is like actually Gary Stern, but he's just trying to play it cool. Anyways, you hit cave 3 times, the Balrog's gonna come out. It's like a mini bash mode. Every time you hit it, you'll see.
Okay.
Oh, and Swizzlefish has a video of what you're talking about. The minecart frog. I mean, Joe, the code's early. When has Stern put out a game in recent years that was completed in any capacity?
My when I got my Guardians of the Galaxy, it had no audio, it had no call outs in it. No people.
Zero call-outs?
Zero call, sound effects and music only.
Oh my God. How the hell do you how do you send a machine out that has zero call-outs? I gotta put my gloves on. Very serious pinball moment here. Since I need to get to bash, I need to beat up Gary Stern.
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters came out and didn't. It says in the instructions, the final wizard mode in
Sure.
Ghostbusters, not in the software.
I mean, that's pretty common though.
I asked Gary Stern to his face when the hell. It was like 2 years after the game came out. When are we going to finish the code for Ghostbusters? He said, "Oh no, we finished it. Hey Bill, we finished Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. It's finished." And
No
then,
wizard
6
mode.
months later, they
No
came out.
wizard mode.
True story. And then they eventually came out with their final software. It's in there now.
Right, which is in yours.
But it was not. And Gary Stern lied to my face.
You heard it. Gary Stern lied to his face. That monster.
I have not bought a Stern since then.
I have a feeling that Gary Stern is probably not involved in a lot of the day-to-day code issues and stuff that
he's
go
not,
on.
but he's involved with the day-to-day lying.
That's true. That's because John Trudeau was busy with, we talked about John Trudeau enough. What a creep. Ugh. You know.
I know.
Yeah. All right, that's 1. Hopefully this is 2. That's 2. 1 more, and we should be at beat up Gary Stern. I said 1 more. All right, here we go. If I can hit it once, pay attention. Blink and you'll miss it. Oh, come on, I pinged it.
I blinked.
You did blink. Nope. Oh, that hopped over the... Okay, I actually need to hit the Balrog for it to work. Oh my God.
It's a really tough shot.
Right up the middle. Give me the goddamn shot! Oh my God! Son of a ass! Ass! Unfortunately, we can't appreciate the hilarious slow motion audio.
You can? You're playing it? You're playing it. Yeah. I like Toy Story 4. I enjoy my Toy Story 4 pinball.
You have
I love-
Toy Story?
I do. I have Toy Story 4. And
That is Pat Lawler, right?
it is.
Yeah.
And it has the Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman jump ramp, which is awesome.
Really? That's pretty hilarious. Enough. Going back to... Clipped. That's true, Swizzlefish. Rick does love Rainbow RGB. That's why he's a JG. That's why he's a JGP man.
What? I did not.
You've never seen Toy Story? I guess you mean Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4.
I agree, Joe. It should. It's
there he
weird.
is.
It's weird to
Balrog,
make a
okay.
game. All right, here we go. Let's
Dash,
see if Rick
Gary
can do better than I
Stern.
can. Hit him. Yeah.
There he is. I didn't know that was in there. So this is a game that came out while Gary Stern was there, and the guys put in a bash Gary Stern mode. Really?
Pretty great, right?
Did they get fired?
I don't know. Gomez still works at Stern, right?
Is this because nobody else can do it? Did Gomez do the software?
Hold on, Joe. Thank you for Yeah, he Joe, Gomez. This is a Gomez game.
Okay.
Joe, we said it here. So Nap Arcade said that Walking Dead was going to be the next Stern remaster. Well, if you notice, there was an article that posted on Nap talking about how now it's supposedly rumored to be Tron. And who fucking said it was going to be Tron? That's right. We fucking said it.
I would love for them to do Tron again.
Swizzlefish says that this is Keith P. Johnson and Dwight Sullivan who did the code on this. Which, if you don't know, Dwight Sullivan did the code on Dungeons and Dragons, along with what's her face, the arguably savant coder that is better at Stern and saves the day. Although I hear she's potentially being pulled off the project onto something else, which means it's only going to be Dwight left on the code. So there is concern about that. That's some legit, real insider pinball knowledge. No jokes. Thank you, Roller.
I'm very happy to hear that they're remastering the original Tron.
That's the rumor.
Fantastic, because it's an IP. It's weird for them to remake an IP, so they'd have to redo the licensing for it.
That's right, which is why I don't think they would ever do Lord of the Rings as a remaster, which a lot of people want that to be the case, but there are too many hoops.
Well, that's
there
awesome.
are too many actors, too many call-outs.
I would love to have a Tron, but I don't want to pay top dollar for it. They go for an awful lot,
Well,
even the pros.
I imagine you would be able to get a Tron very recently if they do a remaster, because
Yeah.
prices are going to dip on the original one. Right. So get you... AC/DC would be, but I don't want to spread rumors, but I have heard from some insider knowledge that AC/DC is not the remaster that Stern is currently working on.
AC/DC would not be popular in my house.
No, I do. It's a great game. I don't know what you're talking about, Swizzle.
Elton John
fuck off, roller coasters. AC/DC is a good game. It's a great layout. The shot's awesome. Get out of here. You're wrong. You know what? Don't talk to Rick Dane. Don't talk to Rick Dane anymore.
Or the premium.
Spike 3 soon. D&Z had a RAM fix and an update. Yes, D&D just did have an update. Who knows if Spike 3 is coming out? It's obviously not in D&D. I doubt it'll be in the remaster. Although I guess some rumors have been talking about a lot of the technical issues with the Metallica remaster is that the power board might be from Spike 3, and that could be, dude. I know that you're not a huge fan of Ace Gogi, but there is a remaster of Metallica there, and it is constantly having issues. It has been restarting left and right. There's just been fucking code issues left and right with it. And yeah. Swizzlefish, I don't fucking know. It's not a Node 10 board, Joe. Get out of here. Yeah. This month.
See if you can bash Stern.
Yeah, let me beat up Gary. Nothing makes me feel better than beating up old white men. Let's do it. Give me that ball. Don't be like that. Get in there. Escape the ring race. Easiest mode in the game. 4 shots, and you can increase the timer by hitting the right ramp. Boop. Oh, almost one of them. And we're back from ads. What's up? See what I did there? I used the greed call out for when ads are done.
Oh, really? Is that what
Isn't
that
that isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Nodes are built swap around. They also need backwards compatibility. That is true. But I can't. I'm shocked that after all the issues with Rush, that they didn't bother to redesign a node, like a revised node board, and instead just put the same broken ass node board that can't take voltage spikes into Dungeons & Dragons. Have you heard about this drama?
No.
Oh, Rick doesn't know about D&D, Joe. Let's tell him. So the dragon mechanic, have you seen D&D Pinball at all? Okay. So the dragon mechanic on the premium.
I assumed it was the same thing as in Jurassic.
It is different. You don't lock a ball in its mouth. It is using a stepper motor, but it uses a VUC to throw balls into it and then down it like a ramp. So it spits out balls when you start the multi-ball. However, the Node 10 board on it has been shorting out and like burning or lighting on fire, supposedly, which I think has been over exaggerated. But the board has been shorting out because the wire connecting that communication between the stepper motor on the Dragon and the board is too tight. And the wire is getting like either crimped or broken, and it's intermittently connecting to the Node 10 board, and the Node 10 board can't take the voltage spikes from the intermittent connections.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
So that is causing, maybe this is an excellent person to be asking about this. Supposedly that's causing the Node 10 boards to short out.
It definitely could.
There you go. There you go. You heard it here.
If you have a sudden connection and disconnection, you can cause a huge voltage spike.
So that's
why you have the shunting diode on a coil.
Right. So why don't they protect the board with some sort of like...
Because it costs extra 10 cents.
Right. 10 cents. Yeah. There you go. You heard it right here. It costs 10 cents to fix that fucking board.
An extra 1 in 4004 diode is like less than 10 cents.
And when you're sitting on 10,000 Node 10 boards that you don't want to send back and have fixed, and you're a company that is designed to make money, what do? You send it out and hope people don't complain. Anyways, yeah. But warranty repairs cost money. That is very true. You'd think that they would like to not have people complain, but they know that their distributors are the people that are going to have to deal with it, not really them. So is it a problem with Stern's business mechanics, or is it a problem with the ecosystem for how you buy a pinball machine? Because if Stern had to deal with it directly, you know for sure they'd be fucking fixing it.
The last 2 games I bought from Stern had all kinds of issues with things not done, not installed, not working, software not done. And it was, in some cases, in the case of Ghostbusters, years before they finally came out with the finished software. And I compare that to buying a Jersey Jack, where it's fabulous and it's got everything and it's done and it works and it's got more than you expected.
Whoa. It took them 6 years to put the wizard mode in Pirates of the Caribbean. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't buy that one.
Okay, so all of them except for that one. That's fair.
And, okay, well, the game is $12,000 for, the game is freaking expensive.
He's not wrong. Stern, I love Godzilla. I love Jurassic Park.
I have put crap into every one of my games. LEDs, 3D printed parts, special LEDs on the back, LEDs on the bottom, LEDs on the apron, custom printed. I have Elton John. I've not had a single thing to it.
Right, because
there's nothing to add. It's got everything already. It's got, I played the thing at IAPA last November, a year ago November, and loved it. Loved the music. Loved the shots. Loved the theme. Love Elton playing the piano in the back and the LED screen on the side of the piano, and then the laser light show kicked in.
Oh yeah,
all over the game.
Rick has
oh my god, I have to buy that.
What is it? CE? What is the?
I have the collector's edition.
Okay, so it is the CE. Yeah, Rick's Elton John puts stars on your ceiling.
Yes.
If you need stars on your ceiling.
No, not stars on the ceiling.
I'm sorry.
It puts Elton John and his face and the words and the logos rotate. However, I did discover an issue.
Oh.
The issue is they're upside down. Somebody finally pointed out to me that they're all upside down.
But they just, it's inverted?
Well, it's because it's designed to go on the wall behind the game.
Oh, not on the ceiling.
Not on the ceiling.
Got it.
But I basically undid the clamps on both sides, cut the little cable tie, turned it around, clamped it back in. Now they're right side up.
There you go. If you got an Elton John that's showing backwards Elton,
it's easy.
Flip it around. You're up.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Is it still in Gary
It's like
Stern
having
Bash
sex
mode?
with a hobbit.
Is it still in Gary
2
Stern Bash?
minutes. It is. No, I don't. You have to put it in each time before the game starts.
Well, we're not. We're still playing the same game, aren't
Okay,
we?
so then yeah. Sorry, the games have been so quick tonight because it's not a good run towards Valinor that I don't remember.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of different games. And suppose there's one long game where you get high score. We haven't had those.
Swizzlefish has said Nahaj Notley, which is a cute Elton John backwards in reference to our conversation.
Yeah.
Real funny, Swizzle. Jesus. So it won't do it in this mode. I don't think. I think it's only in Bash mode, not Fellowship mode. Yeah, no, it's regular Balrog. You heard that some Stern toppers have no 10 failures. Well, thankfully, that doesn't really affect me because our ceiling is too low where the pinball machines generally go, so I cannot have toppers. I also don't like toppers. I think toppers are dumb. I'm saying it. Sorry. If you like toppers, good for you.
Played the interactive topper that's on Cactus Canyon.
I've heard that the interactive toppers are better, but similar to the interactive speaker lights, I do think that Pin Vision or whatever, Pin Sound's new, like interactive, like animation over the speakers is interesting.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about having that break that third, fourth wall or whatever, where the game starts to interact with what's going on outside of it. But Jaws did that too, right? I mean, its topper does some stuff very specific to the game modes.
I haven't seen the topper for Jaws.
Yeah, I've heard someone in chat could probably fact check me on here. What is it about Jaws's topper? You deserve fire if you pay $1,000 for a Metallica topper. I would have to agree.
Well, you ever played Indiana Jones? You don't know the shootout mode in the bar?
No.
There's a shootout mode where you're in the Ravenwood bar, and you're basically moving the gun left and right, trying to hit the bad guys. And if you get enough of them, then an extra ball lights up, and if you get over the extra ball, you enter an extra ball. That's the same thing as the topper on Cactus Canyon, where you're moving left and right. You're trying not to hit the good guy, but try not to hit the civilians, but you try to hit all the bad guys moving left and right.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
It's really fun.
Okay, all right.
And hard to get to.
Swizzlefish says the Mandalorian topper is cool. Speaking of Brian Eddy games, I've heard that the Mandalorian is starting to be more liked now after it's come out, and same with Venom. Like, I feel like Brian Eddy games are kind of like a slow burn. They come out, everybody shits on them, and then afterwards they're like, you know what? It really wasn't that bad. My bad.
I didn't want the topper for Ghostbusters.
Joe bringing up NVIDIA again. Man, let the 12-volt high power cable go, man. Yeah, it's bad. By the way, if you buy a 4090 or any incredibly high power drawing video card right now, make sure you check that cable because that shit's going to melt on you. I think the extra ball may be coming at bullshit when extra balls are off. Fish tables? What do you... I don't follow Joe. Speaking of Disney, Mandalorian. Swizzlefish, get out of here. We're done talking about Mandalorian.
Love Mandalorian.
He loves Mandalorian. Let's talk about Mandalorian.
I love the TV show, and I'm not thrilled with the game. I don't like the little tilty playfield. It doesn't do much for me. Although I will say I have an avatar on order from Jersey Jack, which is supposed to be shipping the collector's edition. It's supposed to be. They tell me last time I talked to them end of February, which is like now, right?
Yes.
So I'm hoping you hear from them any day.
I like it. I played it a lot. It's at Ace. It's not my favorite. The issue I have with it is that there's such a collection of shots. There's such a concentration of shots that you can make in one area.
A weird little angle bounce off the thing with the...
I find myself firing and just hoping to hit something instead of trying to aim for something.
What do you think of the underplay field?
I like the underplay field stuff. The crab is too easy to do. Have you played it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Yeah. So, you just basically make sure the light is on the center or the far right one and just keep bouncing it and you keep cycling it so that it is on the right side and you will get it. and then shooting the crab is kind of too difficult. It suffers from the same issue as Monsters. Or not Monsters. What's the game that has the? Is it Monsters?
Monsters,
yeah.
okay. Playfield, yeah.
So the ball is so tiny that it lacks weight, where it's just hard to control. It's not really a skill issue. It's wonky.
I had a Shrek. It's like you think a little mini playfield. You think that's gonna be super cool. I've played it a couple times. It's like
But Shrek is the same. It's a reskin version of.
You can put the Family Guy software in Shrek and play Family Guy. It's the exact same game.
Hilarious.
I did that. I actually had Family Guy in there more often than I had Shrek. But once you play the little mini playfield a few times, it's like, okay, I'm done. You know.
Rick, do you like Labyrinth? Roller Coasters wants to know.
Labyrinth, the pinball?
Yeah.
I've only played it once.
Barrels of
That's
Fun.
pretty cool. I love the movie. I'm in love with the movie.
I love Labyrinth.
Yes.
I think both the movie and the game. I think the
game
pin's
a couple
amazing.
times. I like it so far, but I haven't played it enough to really get into it.
Its multi-ball modes are fascinating. I think its layout is really interesting, and they do a lot of like quirky things around the playfield that are unique to pinball but not invasive. It's
the
just
thing
good.
I love about I ordered the Avatar. I told you
Dude, I'm down with that. Yeah, you did.
because partly because I'm working on Avatar projects.
Oh shit! Oh my God! He said some Disney stuff.
But the cool thing is, it's got the black light and the different colors and the different color inks. On the collector's edition, they have like 3 different color inks. And the black light comes on, it's actually going to change and go into like bioluminescent mode.
This is my biggest complaint. The UV lights are not strong enough on it that you cannot see the UV
fix
effects.
that.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Every time I've seen the Avatar, which is only once and at one location, they're not bright enough. Metallica.
Did you see my Simpsons nuclear pinball party?
I did see that.
Was it bright enough?
Yeah, I also still have permanent vision damage from looking at your ultraviolet pinball party. Metallica's Stern's UV lights are strong enough on it. They definitely put bigger, like they saw
It's
Jersey
like Penn
Jacks.
Stadium. It's like
It's got 2 like.
It's like the Led Zeppelin ones that are built into the side rail.
No, it's right above the slingshots. They have these like metal panels that have ultra powerful UV ones that point towards the center setup of the 4 band members.
What's on Stranger Things?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That one, there's a kick-ass LED.
Absolutely,
UV.
and it looks awesome when it flips over into the other realm.
Right.
They're UV spotlights. Okay. So it's official now. Everybody in here is an engineer or, kind
Excellent. Engineer.
Engineer
I
life.
worked on the space station.
With the real space station?
Real space station.
Wait, you worked on the real space station?
I was the network.
Oh shit!
I was the network manager for space station power system software development.
Wow, the ISS?
Yeah.
Cool.
Rocketdyne.
Look at that. I make music. Bleep bloop, bleep bloop.
Yeah.
I did work on a project with NASA though, which is kind of neat. They did an installation in New York for the Cassini probe when it crashed into Jupiter's moon.
No, when it crashed into Jupiter?
It crashed into something, I forget what, but there was a deliberate crash, and then they did a.
Cassini was Jupiter or Saturn.
It's Io. It was one of the moons.
Yeah,
I think. Anyways,
crash into the moon.
But they deliberately ram it into.
They ran into Saturn.
Maybe it was Saturn. I should probably know since I worked on this. Anyways, we did a project.
Sure somebody will correct.
I'm sure they will. The internet loves to do that. Anyways, I worked on a project where they did an installation in New York where they wanted to like imagine what the experience would be like for the probe to fucking slam into a planet. And I got to do the music and sound design for it. It was pretty great.
Cool.
It was a fun project.
I bet there was excellent music when it crashed into Saturn.
Well, so what was neat is they gave me a bunch of the probe's like telemetry sounds, and so I got to use that to build the experience for it. So it's kind of a mishmash
Here,
of
some
like
notes.
It's bleepy bloops and blapes, but I made something happen out of it. It's pretty neat. Roller Coaster says he's applying to Universal's fall internship this weekend. But why would you do that? That's Universal. That's a shitty place. I don't know. I'm just saying that because Disney's here. Oh, he's shaking his head at you. Shouldn't have done that.
Well, I had lunch. I had a dinner or an evening thing I met up last week with some friends. There's a lot of people at Universal, a lot of people at Disney that know each other.
I'm not surprised.
And a lot of people kind of move back and forth. It's not a big industry.
Is it like an incestuous circle? Or is it more just like a hey buddy circle?
No, it's people, some people who work there come back. It's like it's kind of cyclical. Like when you work on a big project, there's a lot of projects going on, a lot of people get hired. And then when those projects go away, people go away. And then they come back later or they don't. So yeah, I had a discussion of Universal versus Disney.
Who won?
Disney.
Nice. Work for free to
And
pick up
people
shit
who
at
work
the
at
park.
Universal was like, no, I'd rather work at Disney.
The grass
it's
is
a
always
point of-
greener.
it's a point-
The grass is always greener.
It is not a global statement. It's just a point of reference. This was one data point.
Huh, I didn't know you worked with stop motion Swizzlefish. That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, what's the name of the studio who did Coraline and
Oh yeah.
what is it? The six so and so on the six something or others. Leica. Yeah, that's an
Leica.
incredible studio. Those films are amazing.
They have you've seen at the end of the movie, in the credits on a couple of their movies, they show the rig that is doing this complex with the whole.
Oh my god, the bone dragon thing or
Oh my
whatever.
God.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Box Trolls, I think, had that in there. Yeah.
Great
Yep,
studio.
yep.
Great studio.
Good stuff.
All right, I'm gonna grab one more beer. I think we'll do one more send off game.
Okay.
Sound good? And yeah, Coraline would be amazing. I'm actually looking forward to Cuphead. You familiar with that? So American Pinball, which is going to go out of business soon, mark my words, they're contractually obligated to put out Cuphead. Otherwise, they have to pay an insane fine.
Oh my God.
Cuphead is a video game that is stylized
Right now,
in
your body's
the.
thirsty
That's a
for more.
great idea. Yeah.
Your body till you can't do more. Gatorade is thirsty.
Yeah.
So give your body what it's thirsty
I have a weird ancestral pinball
Gatorade is
note.
thirsty.
Oh, can I get a beer first?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Please get a beer.
Hold that note.
You need a beer before.
What beer should I get? Also, hold on. Hold on. Before we do that, we play Pop-Tart roulette here. One of these Pop-Tart flavors is awful, and the other two are not. So, chat, pick which one. We'll say 1 is close to Rick, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is far away from Rick. So start putting numbers in there. And okay, Borg Dog says 1. That's 3 for 1. No, roller coasters. 1 is closest to Rick. You're messing everything up. This is 1. Oh shit, my ass. I got it backwards. This is 1. Okay, that's votes for 1. 1's the 1. 3's for Rick. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a lot of votes coming in. Oh, that's tie. That's 3 for 1 and 3 for 2. We need a tiebreaker. 3 is out. So this one's done. We need one more vote for 1 or 2. What's it going to be? I'm just going to stand here forever. All right, Swizzlefish says 1. All right. That's right. It's the wacko cut. Let's see what it is. Oh my God, I hope it's good. Oh my God, it's miserable. It's disgustingly purple. What is this horse shit? You picked the bad one. Ugh. Oh, it's all over the floor.
Where's the dog?
Yeah, Biscuit. You gotta come eat the bad Pop-Tart. They picked the shitty one. The fucking trolls on the internet picked the shitty Pop-Tart. Mariah! The fucking trolls picked the shitty Pop-Tart. Come here and eat it. Ass! Talk to Rick. I'm gonna get that beer.
All right. Can I play?
Of course.
All right. I'm going to play.
You gotta look at chat.
I don't remember what the code was for Bash Gary Stern, or I would play that one again.
6-1.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
I don't know that my opinion on this game has changed substantially.
All right. Story time.
Story time. I was talking recently to my old college roommate, and he mentioned, and I talked to him about all the pinball machines I have in my house. I'm inviting him to come over and play pinball, and he mentioned that, oh, there's a new pinball machine coming out themed after me.
What?
Because my old college roommate is Weird Al Yankovic.
Whoa!
And
I actually know what game he's talking about.
Yes!
It's the LCD
P3
50-50 game.
yeah, the P3.
I'm sorry. Did you just say your old college roommate is Weird Al Yankovic?
Yes, I did.
That's amazing. I never knew that. That's unbelievable. Oh, Roller Coasters wants proof.
Okay.
Do you really think he needs to prove anything? Like, come on. Don't call him.
Well, I should tell the story that I was a fan of Dr. Demento growing up in LA, listening to him on KMET. And when I found out, and there was a few songs that would appear on the Dr. Demento show by Weird Al Yankovic. And I went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and one of my roommates.
Beautiful up there, by the way.
It is. I love it. I love San Luis Obispo. I would have stayed there the rest of my life, but there are no jobs. Sorry.
College town.
College town. But I work with the college fixing pinball machines and working at the local TV station and radio stations and writing software and working 3 jobs so I could continue to live in San Luis Obispo eventually. Anyway, one of my other roommates in the dorms mentioned that Weird Al from Dr. Demento was actually the guy who does the college radio station at Cal Poly Saturday night at 9 o'clock. He's the DJ at the college radio station. And we called him up. And he said, he thought it was hilarious that we knew who he was. And like, come on down. So we went down to the college radio station, ended up hanging out there, becoming friends. I'd like help him out during his show on the radio station.
This is amazing.
And eventually we ended up being friends and ended up being roommates at Cal Poly.
Hey, man, how often do you hear about somebody who's roommates with fucking Weird Al Yankovic?
Well, he's a really, really nice guy.
I've heard he's
really
a super,
smart,
super sweetheart.
Really nice. And I'm still in touch with him. And every time he's like doing a concert, I'll hit him up for tickets and go to see him and go meet him afterwards.
That's amazing. I love that I'm fucking learning something new about you too, because I've known Rick a long time. We've known each other for like at least 10 years, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
Like Dan Cerny's tournament, maybe?
Yeah. That was at least 14, 15 years ago.
It was a while back.
Lord. Getting old.
Yeah, I know. I got a picture somewhere. Oh, here we go. He sends out he did that new movie recently.
Yeah.
Where Daniel Radcliffe played Weird Al in Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Mm-hmm. And every year, Weird Al sends out a Christmas card to his friends. It's like some creative thing. It's like, the whole family, like, on a tightrope with an elephant, and Al's like hanging off the tightrope about to fall.
He does quirky ones every year.
Every year there's something. It's very funny. Of course, it's Al. It's got to be funny.
Why not?
So
right?
The year that Al put out his that movie came out, his Christmas card is a picture.
Okay, hold on. That won't be in focus. Back it up.
Back it up.
It's not Elijah Wood. It's Daniel Radcliffe.
It's Daniel Radcliffe plus Al's wife and daughter.
That's hilarious. What more proof do you need than some other family or Daniel Radcliffe with Weird Al Yankovic's family, right?
Okay, here you go.
All right, here we go. Well, let me full screen it. Boom. There's your proof, nerds.
I'm taller than he is.
Yeah, you're 6'3". Of course you're taller. Jesus Christ. AI, Al.
You're out of focus.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right.
Amazing.
Anyway, bullshit game.
My turn.
3 mil? Yeah, it's your turn. You're fucking single play.
We can start over. It won't be a loss. Balrog.
We didn't put the code in, right? Yeah.
Nope.
Let me see if the ladies want to be part of the last game.
Final game.
We'll have the final game. Also, I'm gonna need to put this on autofocus to make sure we're at the. Yeah, I'm just gonna long arm it here. There. Now we're in focus. Good enough. Be right back.
The college radio station at Cal Poly is KCPR, and Al got me involved with the college radio station, and I ended up being the program director of KCPR.
Cool. I didn't realize it was such a disc job.
So it's weird when your college roommate gets a pinball machine themed after him.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
You heard that, right? He said it's weird when your college roommate gets a pinball machine themed after him. And yeah. Truer words never spoken. All right. We're just doing two. The ladies are too busy having lady time right now. So
They're not coming?
no, it's Sausage Fest. Welcome to Dirty Pool Pinball. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with us. I want a special thanks to Rick for fucking driving down all the way. He does not live close. And he drove all the way down here just to hang out with me and play pinball with you guys. And I think that's pretty cool. I hope you've had a good time. Thank you very much, Rick. I've enjoyed having you on here. Hopefully you'll come down again when I get another goddamn game in here. Maybe if you want to play D&D,
Oh, yeah.
you can come down here and play that. Because I keep telling him that I'm going to get a D&D.
I don't know that my opinion of Lord of the Rings has changed substantially.
Well, to be honest, we haven't really been doing a deep dive on how to play Lord of the Rings. We've been talking about you, which is far more important. Yes, it is. But yeah, take it away.
Oh, okay.
Fish wants to know if your roommate was Jaws.
Jaws?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if you had a shark for a roommate, that would be pretty impressive.
Oh, come on.
Speaking of Jaws, man, I'll tell you, I went to go see John Williams at the Hollywood Bowl a couple of months ago. And I'm so sad to say that he did not show up because he had suffered a stroke the night before.
That's a week.
And I think that might be the only time, like, I think he's done. The one time that I was going to go see John Williams, and not going to happen.
I went and saw Jaws in the theater when it came out with my family. It's the only time in my life.
What does that have to do with John Williams?
Because he did the music.
I know that, but he
Let me
wasn't in the
Let me
theater.
finish my story. It's the only time in my life I've ever seen an entire theater of people jump out of their seats all in unison. Yeah.
At the original, like,
At the original Jaws, when the head pops out of the boat hill, oh my God, everybody in the room theater just jumped out of their seat.
I feel like the unison theater moments don't exist anymore.
No.
I mean, also the movies just aren't like that anymore, but
No.
whatever.
It's John Williams. I blame him.
He also did music for the Raiders of the Lost Ark for the hit pinball Indiana Jones. Wait, John Williams worked on Indiana Jones? That's not John Williams. You don't know what you're talking about. Pretty sure James Horner did Star Wars. Anyways, I'm making dumb jokes.
No, they're not even.
Did John Williams actually work on the pinball machine?
No, but it's the music from the movie. They
of course
just
it is.
repurposed
Of course
the music. They didn't do custom tracks.
Was it DCS? Like, were they working
That
with
was the
digital
first
sound?
DCS.
Oh, look at that! It was the first DCS game. Here we go, wide angle. You can't see Rick. There we go. You can see Rick now. The audio. Of course I know. I'm being sarcastic. You don't think I know about composers, man? Let's talk.
Jeff doesn't know anything about music.
I'm just faking it. I don't actually know anything about music. I was sad James Horner died in that goddamn plane crash. And probably not as sad as James Horner is, but that's probably one of my top composers that I love, along with, I don't know, Alan Silvestri and Basil Polidorus, Jerry Goldsmith. Speaking of other great composers that passed away, Johan Johannesson, that's absolutely tragic.
Yeah.
He did the soundtrack for, Sicario, and
Making music is deadly, you know.
apparently so. Arrival is probably my favorite soundtrack that he did. That's an incredibly good movie. If you haven't seen Arrival, go watch Arrival.
I love Arrival.
It's unbelievably
I don't know
good.
if I love the music, but I love the
Are
movie.
you
I love the
kidding me?
sci-fi.
Rick, it's a good thing you're building roller coasters instead of working in music, because if you just said to me that you didn't like the music in Arrival, I would
remember it.
question your judgment.
Did you like the music in
God damn it.
Blade Runner 2030?
The remake
Yeah,
or the
the
TV
remake.
series?
The
No,
remake.
that's Hans Zimmer, and I don't really like Hans Zimmer.
Okay. It had a lot of very deep bass notes. And it was like, I saw it in the theater and I thought the building was going to come apart.
E.T. music rocks too. It does.
Okay, I went through the
You know
top
what
right
film-
and it didn't give me the light.
Are you sure it was black?
It didn't give me...
It probably just didn't post it on the screen because the animation was going.
It didn't post it right away. Now
Yeah.
it's lit up.
Well, that's because you hit a target. Well, no, it doesn't give you a light. The light tells you what the value of the rollover is. So
You're not trying to like turn on all the lights?
you're turning them off.
You mean I've been wrong this entire evening?
Probably. So if they're blinking, that means they are worth maximum value.
Oh.
So think of it as like an excitement meter. If they're off, not very exciting.
Is there any
If
way to
they're-
know this?
I'm
Unless you
telling
read the text on the internet?
No, when it rolls over and you see whether it gives you 100, 250, or 500, you would figure it out pretty quick.
Are you actually looking at how many points you got on the score after you roll over something on the playfield? You're not looking
there's
at
nothing
where,
else
You're
to
not
do.
looking at where the ball is. To
Oh, divisible errors here. Oh no, it's not. Roller coasters, you fucking monster. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that reward away if you keep using that. You know the rule. What are you doing? I like the music. Someone's a big fan of the synthwave.
She can't see.
What the? Why are you wearing your hoodie backwards? Wait, come here.
play that.
By the way,
you need to play that.
this is my Stern Godzilla hoodie that she stole from me.
Well, that's because it runs so small.
Yeah, so look at that. Get you a hoodie and put it backwards like that. There you go.
Hey.
I'm sleepy. Let me go.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. This is the last one.
Half of the dead. So all their blinky is your points.
So if they're blinky, they're worth 500 souls.
And then they change once you go through them.
When you go through them, it turns them off and sets them back to 100. So when they're at 100, you can hit targets to build their
Is
value.
that the only thing you're working for in the path is just
Oh,
the
no.
points?
Correct. You just need to get to 5,000 points, and that
Wow.
then lights up the
Don't tell
multi-ball.
Jeff.
What? Don't tell Jeff what? Why are you vacuuming crumbs off of my fucking keyboard? What do you mean there's no Pop-Tarts on my keyboard? What the fuck is happening?
Did they not know about the Pop-Tart disaster?
No, apparently not. What the shit? Oh god. So this is the worst mode. We keep making fun of this. So if they did do a remake, they must either remove this mode or do something for it. So what you need to do in this mode is drain.
Not
Goodbye.
What?
Oh, it smells so pungent.
That's a good thing.
What you need to do in the mode is the right orbit is lit and the left ramp is lit. And you hit either of those. And then you have 3 seconds to hit the right. The problem
You
with
get
that
that back
is that if you shoot the right orbit, the speed at which it comes back down to the left flipper is so inconsistent that getting a right ramp shot is impossible. So it basically leaves you at just hitting the left ramp to feed it, and that is kind of a very difficult shot, and you have to do it 4 times to complete the mode.
For any side
Done.
grain problem.
All right, who's being a
any
fucking
side
sassy?
grain problem.
Fuck off, Swizzlepig. You know what? Waste your PowerPoints. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care.
You're up. Okay. It sounds like Toy Story 4 has a mode where
Only pins.
if you spell the word on the right, you spell Forky on the right, it's the rescue Forky mode.
Okay.
You have to spell Forky on the right side. When you spell it, it lights Rescue Forky, which is the left in lane. When you come in the left in lane for Rescue Forky, the ramp comes up. You get 1 shot at making the ramp shot. The ball feeds down to the right flipper. Normally it feeds to the left. From the right flipper, you need to make the whole shot, the saucer shot.
Okay. Does it keep going?
No, it's just one time.
Okay, so it's just
you
2
get
shots.
1 shot at it. If you miss, you got to start over and try to spell Forky.
Wow.
It's tough.
And is that
But when you make
is that
it,
a
it's-
multi-ball or what?
No, it's one of the achievements that you try to get towards, working towards the wizard.
Okay, so you spell Forky, you get it in the left in lane, you have to hit the right scoop or ramp, and then
you have to make the pop-up ramp, the Duke Kaboom,
right, and then
jump
and then
ramp,
it feeds it back to
and
the
then
other ramp.
and normally it feeds it down to the
What
left. Normally it feeds it down to the left ramp, but this time,
What?
oh,
Well, go say goodbye then. She doesn't want.
Bye, Illuminati.
She doesn't want to leave without saying goodbye. What do you come in here and say goodbye? Oh, she's already left.
She got a lot of glasses.
She does have a lot of glasses. Anyways, I didn't know that. I've never played Toy Story. I would like to. I'm going to come up and play Toy Story. Let's do it. Let's do it.
we're
stream it
going
on
to
my phone.
Disneyland.
Yeah, I do want to go to fucking Star Wars eventually, in a way that doesn't involve waiting 400 hours. Rick's used to my yelling. I call him on the phone and I'm like, my game won't work.
I'm traumatized. I'm not coming back.
Hold on. She knows. Stop.
Blinky.
Oh my god, this bitch. Inside Out is wiggity wiggity whack. Inside Out's a great movie. Get out of here with that.
Inside
That's,
Out is awesome.
That's Michele Ginocchi, I think, did the soundtrack
Music
for that. Yeah. I mean, he did what? He did Speed Racer.
I have not seen Speed Racer.
Not a good.
Is it
movie.
good?
Soundtrack's great. Movie's not so great. Digital Domain, right when they were on the cusp of going out of business, back when Rhythm and Hughes
Rhythm and Hughes went out of
disaster
business.
happened. I know they did.
A whole bunch of people from Rhythm and Hughes came to work at Disney.
That was a fucking tragedy. That was the
Yeah.
VFX industry has gotten the short end of the stick a lot.
A bunch of people from Rhythm and Hughes worked on Rise of Resistance.
Ooh. Nice. So when you destroy the ring, the magnet catches the first ball and then drops it, but the second one you have to actually get all the way in the hole, which is a substantially harder shot.
You have to go all the way through it?
Yes. And they added a code change where it will hold a ball like that, and then you have to shoot it and just hit the other ball, because I guess a lot of...
It just hangs there and you have to...
Correct.
Like Newton ball it?
It gives you another ball and then you Newton ball it.
Really?
Yeah. Because I guess a lot of the games had issues with the flippers being able to hit it. This game has a second clear coat level on it, as well as the increased flipper coils. Whoa, that reminds me of what we were talking about 30 minutes ago, or 45 minutes ago, when we were talking about Halo flippers, and then I forgot what I was talking about, and somebody said Ghostbusters.
Yeah, what the hell are these flippers?
Right. So Halo flippers. I will do Drain because it's a longer story.
Do I want them?
I don't know. It's game dependent.
I don't have any of them. They seem pretty good on this game.
So, well, but I'm going to explain why they're not really Halo flippers on this game.
Oh yeah, you never explained it. You just explained that
what
they
the Halo
were
flipper
not
story
Halo
is.
flippers.
Swizzlefish has chimed in with the correct answer. He said Halo flipper story. He has the tops but not the bottoms, which is 100% correct.
So there's the machinery under the playfield.
So
is different?
the bushing is still the original plastic bushing. The idea with the Halo flippers is they have custom metal
Machined
bushings that are zero tolerance. They're like within sub-millimeter.
Wow.
You have to put a drop of oil in there in order to lubricate it, and it transfers the maximum amount of kinetic energy into the ball.
Okay. Yeah.
I do not.
The more sloppy they are, the less energy gets transferred.
That's right. The more loose jiggly jangles you have, the less stuff's going to go in. But I have the plastic bushing is in there. So really the only thing that these Halo flippers are doing are...
It seems like it'll be heavier than a regular flipper.
Slightly.
Because it's aluminum.
It is. But the rotation on it, I can't imagine it's going to really affect it. I also have the improved coils in here because there are different coils. They have...
Define improved.
Stronger.
Oh.
They have Lord of the Ring coils available on the internet, which are designed to be stronger for hitting the center shot. Anyways, the one thing that's really amazing about these is you can do the flipper alignment adjustment from the top, and it's awesome.
Oh,
All you
nice.
do is loosen that little hex nut,
Yeah.
put it where you want, and tighten it down, and you're done.
But they're ugly. You can't put toppers on them.
You can totally put toppers on them. They're adhesive. Why would you not be
It's a
able
big
to put?
hole. It's a big open void.
That is
you put the
only,
topper on it, it falls in.
That is only on these. There are plenty. The Halo flippers are normally filled in. These
Well,
are
they'd be
these are
too
hollow
heavy, but
ones.
they need to be hollow. Otherwise, they're too heavy.
The other ones aren't. If you would like to borrow a pair, I have a second pair of Halo flippers. If you'd like to go put them on a game,
Okay,
you can
I'll try it.
experiment.
That's right.
All right, you heard it. He's gonna steal them, and that means he's gonna have to give me a video of something of him doing something. Yeah, they're gold though. I don't know what game you want to put gold flippers on.
Perfect. It's Indiana Jones.
Oh, well, there you go. Does Indiana Jones have a shot that's weak that you need strong flippers for?
The flippers are just not as strong as I would like them to be.
Oh, well, this will definitely fix that.
The big uphill ramp shots and the Battlefield Adventure shot. It's a tough shot.
I don't know if the bushing is going to be compatible though, because
It's just they've been the same for 20 years.
okay, then you're good. Then I'm gonna give them to you. Whoop. I got the solid ones because I was thinking of specifically putting what you were talking about, toppers on them. But the hollow ones grew on me. I don't know, Chad. What do you think? Do you like my Halo flippers? Somebody said they were cool.
I need to put LEDs in the flippers.
That sounds like a Rick thing.
Valid.
That's definitely something Rick would do. All right. Let's try to get everybody across the bridge here. Here we go. No, let's fucking instantly drain. Let's just shake that ball off the top. No. Okay. You can sneak in. Usually, you can sneak in people across the bridge. By what mode are we in? Oh, okay. So now Gandalf's on the roof. So now this shot's gonna move, and it's the butterfly shot. So it's probably there now. Once this returns, it will re-illuminate. Okay, so it's center, now it's the right scoop. And there is a bit of a gratuity, or what do you call it? Grace period. So if you do miss the shot, you have a minute. So I went for Palantir instead because if I can get the pop bumper to stall the timer, and now if I can hit Palantir, it would give me extra 10 seconds for the mode. Because the Palantir target almost always gives you 10 seconds for the mode if you're in a mode, and it almost always gives you add a ball if you're in a multi-ball. So let's see if we can get it. Oh, give me 500. All right, so this is Return of the King. I got 5,000 souls from going down the green lanes. Now it starts this. So what's cool about this mode, even though this is never done, and I never do this because I'm trying to get to Valinor. Let me trap up, I'll show you. Oops. Okay, just give me the balls. Stop being a dick. Oh my lord. I'm gonna drain trying. So as I was saying, the 4 shots that it lights up have a progressive amount of illumination. So one of the shots just has the arrow lit, one of them has the arrow and one of the dots lit, one of them has the arrow and 2 of the dots lit. If you shoot them in order, it multiplies.
Where are the dots?
The ring shots.
Okay.
So it basically lights. There's a 4 order of the shots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you shoot them in order, it increases the multiplier for all of the jackpots on the next level that you go to. So there are 7 levels. So you can get a 7x of those jackpots on there. And this game also has the highest multiplier jackpot in all of Pinball. What you say? Let me tell you. In 2 towers, the way this multi-ball works is depending on how many balls you have in play, it changes how much the base multiplier for the jackpot is. So if you have 4 balls in play, which you can do by going into it with Golem multi-ball, then it is a 3x multiplier. And then if you chain if you hit every shot within the timer, because as soon as you hit 1 jackpot, you have like 3 seconds to hit another one. So he goes triple jackpot 1, triple jackpot 2. So that goes 3x multiplier jackpot times 2x for that. If you go into it with 2x scoring from Gift of the Elves and with Golem multi-ball running, you can have a 2 times 4 times 3 times 7 jackpot. And it is a 120 something jackpot. I forget exactly. And you can get 180 million or something like that off a single jackpot. But the stars that need to align for this are essentially impossible. I have gone into there with 2x scoring going and with Golem multi-ball running, but as my fucking chat will point out, it lasted about 2 seconds. Just like when I'm hanging out with Frodo, if you know what I mean. Anyways, this is Dirty Pool Pinball. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We've had a blast. Again, thank you, Rick, for hanging out. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to have you come and hang out once we get D&D. I have an LE coming because I wanted to get it pretty early. Cool. And it's kind of a Grail theme. Get out of there. There we go. But now it's going to burn my house down, apparently. So we'll find out. Nope. Could have saved it, but didn't. All right. All praise the Great Pyramid. Thank you again for everybody hanging out. Who do we got still hanging out here, man?
Even the world cannot tell for the mirror.
Oh, man. Archimedes staying up late. Roller Coasters, thank you again. I hope you enjoyed watching Rick and learning and hearing all of his crazy stories. Swizzlefish says, great stream. For real. Nice to meet you, Rick. I imagine Rick is glad to meet you too. Dr. Doobie, Joe the Dragon, Mad Mountaineer, Obaki from Germany, Pink Ninja, Sports Card, Voodoo Tarantula, thank you for hanging out, and everybody who's on YouTube watching, because I see that there are more people, and I don't know your name because I can't fucking see what's going on YouTube. Does anybody really know what's going on YouTube? No, nobody does. It's the Wild West here. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
Have me over.
For sure. Thank you. Let's go find somebody who's got nobody watching them and make their day. Let's drop in some peeps on a viewer that needs some viewership. We'll try to find someone. Maybe Joe's on. He does a lot of what are you doing? Pinball effects. Let's find out. Thank you. You got to do the pyramid because you praised the Great Pyramid. Yeah.
The tent.
The tent.